All right, everybody, welcome back to another reaction. It is finally time to start with our Sumeru events. I'm super excited. We're starting today with Parade of Providence, and I'm thinking it's going to be about 2 hours. We shall certainly see. I don't have any further announcements. Let's jump right into it. I have no context for this also.
Are you the famous traveler and Paimon by any chance?
We sure are! And who are you?
And once again, thanks to Potato Jara for posting this video too.
My name is Wikas, a member of the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee. Have you two heard of this festival?
Only just now.
Yep, and that's exactly why we're here.
What was that badge she was covering?
So?
Committee badge?
Looks like our advertising is working.
Word of mouth it is.
Since you're both interested, would you mind if I gave you a brief explanation of the event?
That would be helpful, thank you.
So, the Academia Extravaganza is a grand event run by the Academia with a long and storied history. To be precise, it can be divided into the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. The gala is held annually. During this time, all 6 Darshans will set up booths throughout the city and host guests to showcase the most fascinating aspects of their school, and thus increase their influence.
Oh, I would love
On the other
this.
hand,
Oh my
the
goodness.
championship is held once every 4 years. Each Darshan will send a representative to vie for the position of Grand Champion.
Wow, high stakes.
This year, the gala is being held alongside...
How long do you think people are in the academia for? Do we know this? Because once every 4 years, does that mean you get one chance in your academia career? Or is the academia career longer than 4 years in general? I'm curious.
the championship. So the mood in the city is, as they say, at an unprecedented fever pitch.
Sounds so exciting.
Cool! Thanks a bunch for the detailed explanation.
You're most welcome. Answering questions regarding the Academia Extravaganza is my job. And I actually do have something I would like to ask the two of you.
Huh? Need our help with something?
Of
Well,
course.
Let me begin by saying that this year's Academia Extravaganza is of utmost importance to us.
Trying to recover
Lesser Lord
some...
Kusanali and the sages came up with a plan for the Academia to recruit talented people from the desert starting next year.
Oh, nice! Oh, that's exciting.
As such, we've invited a great number of desert dwellers to take part in this festival, so they can hopefully experience the Academia's atmosphere ahead of time. I've heard that the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert. With your participation, especially in the Inter-Darshan Championship, more people will definitely come to appreciate the festival.
We're not academia researchers, you know.
Or do you mean you want us to join a Darshan? But then we would have to deal with exams and essays and stuff like that.
Paimon's academia
Don't
career.
worry.
It's coming for her one
Championship
day.
Participants have already been selected. I mean to invite the two of you as guest commentators. Your job will be to observe and record every part of the competition.
Well, that seems quite
There's
fitting,
no
doesn't
pressure.
it?
Just follow each match and enjoy the festival. Aside from that, we'll also prepare some compensation for your efforts. We won't have you working for free.
I appreciate
That
that.
sounds like a sweet deal. What do you think?
Will there be
You
other
can head over to the
commentators?
festival
Who are the
venue later.
participants?
An organizer there will introduce each participant. Some of them
Okay.
even might be people you recognize.
Yep, I'm getting that
I'll leave it
feeling.
at that for now. So, how about it?
This guy's good at his
Would you like
job.
to take this commission?
We'll give it a go.
Wow, having fun while getting paid? This sounds awesome!
The main event venue is at the outskirts of the Citadel of Regzar, and the organizer you're looking for is Karina. Tell her the situation and she'll get you set up. The
Awesome.
championship is going to begin soon. I wish you a good experience serving as commentators. If you have any doubts, come find me anytime.
I love how this guy heard that I had no context for this event,
go.
and he took that personally. He's like, I will tell you everything.
Welcome, one and all,
I will
to
be
the
your point of
Academia
contact.
Extravaganza.
Hello.
Now then, allow me
Ow.
to reveal the prizes.
The banners with the different Darshan logos on them? Oh, I want to see those up
for
close.
this iteration of the Inter-Darshan Championship. Fabulous monetary rewards, research funds, a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card.
Oh, we know who's
and
going to
the
be
right
joining,
wear
don't
the
we?
Diadem of Knowledge.
Whoa.
I believe that I need not elaborate
Whoa.
as to how this is a symbol of great honor.
Okay.
Should be Karina, right?
According
Looks
to
like
her
she's in the
label.
middle of something. Let's wait till she's less busy, then go introduce ourselves.
The Diadem of Knowledge. What a perfect work of art.
Is this a historic artifact?
Every time I see it, I feel like I'm losing myself in its beauty. The one who proves fit to wear it must be a rare genius indeed.
Do you think it belonged to
I believe
Greater
that
Lord
most of you have
Devata,
already
maybe?
seen the Diadem of Knowledge or have heard tales about it.
Please, do tell.
20 years ago, a researcher named Sachin bought it for a large sum of mora before donating it to the academia.
Who would he buy it from?
Generous championship prizes are also sourced from his sponsorship. Before we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher
whoa.
who cannot be with us right now.
Excuse me? Is it haunted? Oh, it's totally haunted. Heck yes.
Things only get worse.
Oh no.
Things can only go from bad to worse.
Who are you?
Human nature begets
Sachin?
conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning, the seeds of wickedness have been.
He's been silenced.
Hey, stop spacing out!
Oh dear.
Paimon called out to you, but you didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
I was...
All right. I'm sure we're all more than ready for the
Ooh.
championship to begin.
I wonder why we
Now
queued
then,
into that
Let's
so
invite our 6 Darshan
strongly.
representatives to the stage.
We're so far
Our
from the thing
contestants
right
are
now. Tanari!
Representing Amorta, Tainari.
Yeah! the introduction splash, like they're joining Smash or they're Fatui Harbinger. I love it. Of course. Oh no, does this mean the boys are going to be fighting?
Sino.
Spontamad. Elementalism! Oh my god. Of course he would join because of the card. Layla!
Representing Ratawahist, Layla.
It's my first time seeing her in the game. Hi, Layla. Oh, Farzan!
Representing Haravatat, Farzan.
Also my first time seeing her. Oh my gosh. Kabe!
Representing Kasharawar, Kave.
So are these all graduates or are some of them still enrolled?
Vahumana. Huh? Is Vahumana's representative
The
not
battle
here yet?
music. I feel like Layla's still enrolled. The drama. Oh, who's making this?
Introductions are pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Oh, where'd he come from?
Wait a sec. Why is he Vahumana's representative?
Did he enroll? Did he enroll at some point in the past?
Our final contestant is Vahumana's representative, Hat Guy.
Hat guy! I love it. So wait, yeah, did he enroll? Or do you think he enrolled at some point in the past? Because he's been around for 500 years. Maybe he just did at some point. Bahumana, history, social sciences, King Deshra, interesting choice. I wonder why he picked that
So
one.
that's Hat Guy. I think I've seen him before.
Or is he just doing Nahida a favor, maybe?
You know
No,
who
he
he is?
totally could have picked somebody else from
I've heard
Bahumana.
that he's a researcher from a different country who nominally belongs to Vahumana. Word is that he's written a lot of political analyses. His
Really?
manner of speech hasn't made him popular amongst most other Vahumana researchers.
Okay, yeah, I can
His
believe
comings and
that.
goings are quite irregular, so he doesn't interact with others much.
Aside from his more
I wonder why he's
controversial aspects,
participating.
his perspectives are considered quite incisive. Vahumana has seen a dearth of new talent lately, and some of its existing ones are not currently at the academia, so I suspect he might have been their only option.
It's just kind
I'm
of
so
weird.
excited. He's
He doesn't seem
participating.
like the kind of guy who'd participate in competitions like this one.
I'm quite
Now
puzzled
that we have
too.
our 6 contestants, the championship will soon begin.
Oh my
Who will
god, look
triumph
at all the
this time
poses
around?
behind her. They
Hold
look
on
so
to your
cool.
hats, because we're all on this ride together.
Whoa! Butterflies for confetti? That is so cool. Impressive. That's not pyrotechnics. What would you call that?
We really
Butterfly
do know a lot of the
technics.
contestants.
We know all of them. Well,
Oh, right.
Kind of.
We're guest commentators, aren't we? So figuring out everyone's reasons for participating is in our job description.
I think Paimon wants to
Let's go
snoop.
ask them when we go say hi.
Well, so do I.
Especially him. Paimon still thinks it's weird that he's here.
Definitely feels like Nahida's influence somehow. Hi, you
We meet
two.
again, you two.
Oh.
Hey, Tainari. We came here to check out this extravaganza event, and then they invited us to be guest commentators.
Is that so? I heard that there would be guest commentators recording the proceedings with cameras, but I didn't expect they'd be you two.
Now we have
It's
to
a
operate
pleasant
cameras?
surprise that you're visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. When everything comes together perfectly like this, I call it the biryani factor.
Biryani factor.
Because it's always rice to meet stew again.
That one was good. That one gets my seal of approval. That one was really good. Especially because I love biryani. Oh my goodness. I love it. He wins just for that. Wait, I'm a commentator. I'm not a judge this time.
So,
Unfortunate.
you're representing Amurta, and Sino is representing Spontamod.
Yes.
But haven't you both already graduated? Can alumni also take part in a competition?
Good question.
I had wondered the same thing. When I was told the news, I was actually more shocked than you are now.
Told that you'd be representing. Not
I
invited.
later found out that anyone who has been a part of a particular darshan has the right to participate. Graduation status has no effect.
So that's a rule,
Okay.
huh?
There are some restrictions, though. For example, sages cannot participate. Any given person can only participate in one instance of the championship, and so on.
That's why I'll hate them
That's
not
right.
here.
Also, there are two methods by which the darshan representatives are chosen. One is self-nomination, and the other is to be recommended by over half of one's darshan.
And that's probably the other reason why he's not here.
Tainari.
Right? Famous genius Tainari,
I
right?
heard that quite a few of your juniors petitioned for your candidacy.
Sino definitely self-nominated once he heard about the
Sometimes
prizes,
I
I
wish I
bet.
could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying instead.
Can you refuse?
Well, you can, but after some consideration, I realized this could be a good opportunity for me.
The funding?
Next month, we're having a public lecture on ecology at Gandharvaville. If I participate in this event, I might be able to utilize its popularity to promote the lecture.
I see. The
I'm not that
prestige.
concerned about becoming the champion, unlike someone here.
So, you volunteered yourself, Sino?
Yes, I'm using the last of my leave for this. When I heard that a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card was one of the prizes, I signed myself up.
Who makes the
This
cards?
year's card is a rare one indeed.
Where are they coming from?
It would be a shame if I missed out on it.
Wait, is it some kind of super powerful card?
No, it's a very common one. But it has a holographic layer.
So it's rare.
So what's the point?
It's rare.
It's very cool.
Paimon meant apart from being very cool.
What other point do you need?
That is reason enough. I shall do my all to emerge victorious and add it to my deck.
I'm sure you'll win.
As someone who doesn't play cards much, I can't quite relate. But it isn't surprising that everyone has their own reasons for taking part in the tournament.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go find someone else to question.
Paimon sounds like she enjoys interrogating people.
Frozen! Layla!
It's very peaceful questioning.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Why are you here?
I love how we barely know this guy.
We're here as specially invited guest commentators. Our job is to record what happens during the competition.
The "oh, it's
Is that
you"
so?
reaction seems very
In
sensible.
that case, I'll have
Whoa.
to trouble you to catch the moment of my triumph on camera.
You sound confident.
Remember to shoot from behind at a lower angle. You know, to capture a seniors class.
Eh? Oh ho! Tarzan, enigmatic machinist. Tarzan, the researcher from 100 years prior, is a household name in Havaratat, but she is better known in Sumeru at large for her work in mechanics. Once she was trapped within a strange ruin and only escaped after much peril. Yet a century had passed for the world she emerged into, and it was no longer the place she remembered. Whoa! Wait, that's what? What ruin? How did that? Is it something like? Was time? Okay. Farzan, what ruin? Whether it be due to academic disagreements or the passage of time, she has quite a few things to say about the current state of the academia, and is not afraid to put her sharp tongue to use in commenting about other researchers. Okay, unafraid to speak her mind. Oh, there's more. However, she can be quite easy to talk to, so long as you call her madam,
Don't
that
get ahead
is.
of yourself now. Victory will obviously be mine.
What ruin was it, Farzan?
You're far too young to even consider challenging me. Kasharawar or Ratawahist, They're all children as far as I'm concerned.
Layla's just completely exhausted. Are you serious? Stare. I love it. So wait, what ruin? And it doesn't sound like she actually experienced 500 years. It doesn't sound like she actually experienced 100 years though. She was trapped in there for probably what seemed like a couple days to her, but a century had passed when she came out. So what are you doing saying you're far too young? You're like 25.
Actually, I was going to ask, how do you know me, Madame Faruzan?
Huh? You don't remember? I sometimes see you in the library at night. You even waved at me.
Layla's too exhausted to remember anything.
What? I don't remember doing that at all.
Huh. How strange. However, this is not the time for curiosity. I am Faruzan, a household name in Haravatat. You are Layla from Murtawahist, I presume?
Yes.
Yes.
Like the introduction said.
Good. Then we are officially introduced. See? Simple as that.
She reminds me of Yenfei.
I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Madame Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things down.
She's very energetic.
I know, but it's been tough getting people these days. And research funding has been hard to secure.
I do love her design though. Her teal blue is
Once
really
I win
pretty.
this tournament, it'll be a different story.
Okay, so she's here for the funding. I wonder what Layla's here for.
The amount of funding you're getting?
Well, not just that. What? Are you curious about my reasons for participating in this event?
Yes, we are asking everyone.
I suppose that's to be expected. You are our guest commentators, after all. There's been an influx of newly enrolled students, and they'll be paying close attention to this competition. If I do win, I'm certain that there will be no lack of students knocking upon my door. Moreover, research resources will be made available to the victor, so that will nix my funding issues. Therefore, my two juniors, I do apologize, but I fully intend to emerge triumphant.
I wonder what she researches.
I'll
She's
do my best
Havaratat?
as well.
Languages?
At least I don't plan to lose too badly.
Why are you participating? You should be taking a nap.
Here, Layla.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know why, but a lot of people recommended me. I didn't sign up myself. I just woke up to find my name on the announcement board.
Okay, she got nominated.
That sounds like what happened to Tainari.
But you didn't turn it down?
You? Oh, I'm really nervous. I've been so worried about disappointing everyone that I've been losing sleep.
Oh no.
Stress
Every
not,
minute
young
she
one.
gets is precious.
We must all experience failure to grow and mature.
But Madame Faruzan, I don't want to fail.
You basically just said, don't worry, you'll
Seriously,
fail, but it'll be
Everyone
fine.
has such nice reasons for joining.
And what's your story, Kaveh?
Must I say?
Please, indulge me.
Yes, you do. We gotta record it.
And I want to know.
Well, you know, right? I want to buy some property.
Some property? Specific property?
That's right. You want to move out of Al-Haytham's.
Oh, right.
What? Al-Haytham? What about him? This has nothing to do with him.
Paimon's misremembering things.
Right. Sorry, Paimon has no idea what she was talking
Either this secret is still kept, or it's one of the worst kept secrets
You
ever.
want to use the grand prize to buy a place,
I'm curious to know which it is.
Correct. Also, my father took part in the Inter-Darshan Championship when I was young, but he didn't win.
Okay.
Once I do, the right to wear that diadem will be mine. In a way, I'll be helping my father fulfill a dream of his.
Then what were you saying? He was saying everybody has such nice reasons to join. I feel bad. What do you mean? You're trying to carry on your father's dream? You don't think that's a really sweet reason?
Reason at all. You have ambition, youngster.
Even Farzan approves.
Although your chances with me here aren't great, I believe your father would be most proud if the diadem of knowledge were bestowed upon you.
She's ruthless.
Not that he'll have the chance to celebrate. My father
Oh.
passed away many years ago. They say he ran into quicksand while traveling in the desert.
My God, he sounds so sad.
You to have experienced such a thing. That must have been tough for you.
We have never once seen quicksand whilst traveling the desert. Where's the quicksand? I'm sorry to hear that, though, Kaveh. Clearly
It's
something
all
that
in the
still
past
upsets
now,
you.
and life goes on, doesn't it? Let's change topics. I don't want to bring the mood down.
I wonder if this event will talk about that more, though. Have it brought up so early on.
All right. Earlier, you said that you want to use the prize Mora to purchase a home. Where do you live now? Do you live alone?
Farsan.
Well...
Straight for the jugular. Oops.
I also heard you mention I'll hate them just a minute ago.
Okay, so this is the worst kept secret in all of Sumeru, isn't it?
Isn't he also from Haravatat? Are you two hiding something from me?
Not just from
no,
you.
Of course not. Why would you think that?
He's a terrible liar.
Not involved either. We're gonna go interview other contestants now. Bye!
And so is Paimon. Wow, we actually just fled. Hi!
What are you...
Just call me Hat Guy. That's the name I use in Vahumana.
His official name.
Sounds like a nickname, not a real name.
That guy. It's not wrong, though, is it?
So I can't go by a simple, ordinary name?
Fine, suit yourself. All right then, Hat Guy.
I don't know if I would call that ordinary, though.
On Championship. We're specially invited guest commentators, so play nice and answer our questions.
You could be Matra for all I care. So what if I don't answer you? What then?
Yeah, Paimon, if he demands like that, he's not gonna want to do it.
I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal my motives.
Ooh.
You're not plotting something in secret, are you?
I'm guessing that someone is Nihira. That's the only person you plot with.
It's hard to say. Why don't you take a guess?
He's definitely plotting something in secret, but I also think he's just messing with us.
Had it with you. Fine, be that way. Then we won't ask you why you're participating. Instead, why did you join Vahumana?
He looks so happy messing
You
with
two
her.
sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong.
It's hilarious.
If I don't say anything, are you going to annoy me to death?
He sounds so angry, but he looks so
I
calm.
heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akaba was researching the Tatarasuna incident, so I wrote a few essays to refute his points.
He accidentally
Later,
became an
when I
honorary
was
member.
bored, I wrote some commentary on societal issues. I didn't expect...
He's really just setting the facts straight about Inazuman history and then complaining about Inazuman politics, and he becomes like the seminal scholar on the topic.
Vahumana to consider me as one of them.
I love it.
Someone even invited me to a lecture or whatever.
I think they probably invited you
start
to
to
do a
finish.
lecture.
It was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. There's your answer. Simple.
And yet you
But when
showed
Master
up.
Lord Kusanali heard about this. She went out of her way to get me registered in Vahumana. She used the name Hat Guy.
So it was Nahita's
Enough
doing.
chit-chat. You're better off wasting your time with the other contestants. Someone's about to get very unlucky. Wanna guess who?
Bennett.
How is anyone supposed to relax with you around?
What an entertaining personality to throw into the mix.
Keep a close eye on him.
Oh, Paimon looks so serious.
You must be the guest commentators Vikas invited. I've heard about you.
Hello. You did a good job
I
earlier.
saw you two having quite the lively conversation, so I thought it would be best to wait. Are you two free right now?
Absolutely.
We were actually looking for you, too.
Excellent. Then please allow me to explain your job responsibilities in detail.
Please do.
First, please take these two things.
Ooh, items. Gadgets, camera.
The first item is a custom camera from the
Aha.
Academia. Please use it to record the competition as it unfolds. The second is an event-specific locator that will flag all participants' locations. It will also sound when one of them completes an objective.
Wait, can you actually see them like moving around on the map or something during this? That would be so cool.
Wow, what a convenient little thing.
Aside from you two,
And
there
how are
are
you
2
tracking
other
them?
commentators. However, they will remain by the commentators area and will not be following the contestants.
Oh my
in real time.
gosh! Oh, so we have to run after
You
them?
know them. I'll hey them and Nilu.
Because of the camera. Hi, guys! Wow, they're chatting. I wonder what they're talking about.
Oh, it's them! We have to go over and say hi
Yeah, please do.
Well, don't let me keep you unless you have any questions for me.
Have you seen a white-haired man around?
Why do you ask?
I saw someone like that on the stage earlier.
Really? I didn't see any such person. Could I ask when you saw him?
Just before the representatives went on stage?
Strange. I was on stage the entire time, and I didn't see anyone come up.
Ghosty. Ghost time.
Didn't see
I
anyone
love
either.
it. We're haunted, Paimon.
Perhaps you're mistaken. However, if you have any leads on that matter, you can talk to me at any time.
By calling your phone. Dia! Oh my god, Candace!
Time no see.
Oh my god, everyone is showing up.
Dia! Candace! You two are here as well!
Whoa. Hi, guys.
Ah, so they're two friends of yours. In that case, I'll take my leave. May you all have a wonderful time during the extravaganza.
Thank you. Good work so far. Happy to be working with you.
The Academia sent us both invitations, so Dia suggested that we come together.
That's so
The
cool.
villagers were also encouraging me to travel outside the village. I couldn't find it in myself to turn them down.
Your eyes
We're
are
here
so
now,
pretty.
so no point dwelling on that. Even though this extravaganza isn't a holiday or anything, it's still a big deal here in Sumeru. Merchants from all over will set up shop. There'll be tons of stuff to eat, use, and wear, more than you can count.
I wonder where
I'm
Dunizard
already
is.
set on helping you buy 2 new outfits. I mean, who wears the same thing at work and home anyway?
Yeah, you never
Forward
change.
to it.
Nobody does.
Just being able to relax and wander the streets freely has already made my day.
It'd be kind of cool if Candace got a new outfit
traveler,
after this,
I'm
though.
on. You two want to come with?
It'd be a cool backstory.
We'd love to, but we've got work to do right now.
Oh, Paimon being responsible. Proud of you.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
Sure!
And of course, Dia
In
respects
that
that
case,
someone might need to do
Candace
some
and
more.
I'll head out first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much in demand. If you snooze, you lose. Oh, right. We should also get some accessories.
No need to rush. I think we'll have a better time if we take things slow. See you two later. Feel free to come find us whenever you have the time.
Candace's voice is so nice.
Paimon didn't think that Candace and Dia would come. Hanging out with them sounds like a great time. Still, looks like the competition's starting soon. Let's go over to where Alhaitham is and see what's going on.
I do wonder how Candace's moon headpiece stays on, though. Just kind of floats
I will
there.
now announce the rules for the first round of the competition. Please listen carefully. During the opening ceremony, Academia staff released several cages of butterflies, and many of them are now fluttering within Sumeru City.
It's so
Amongst
weird
these
to see Alhaitham
butterflies, 3
working.
of them will be special swift flies. They have a different appearance and also fly a little faster. Your objective this round is to find a swift fly and bring it to me. 3 points will be awarded to the first participant to return, 2 to the second, and 1 point to the third. That is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other staff.
Is there a time limit?
Alhaitham's
I
all
suppose
business all the time,
fastest
huh?
is the goal, right?
That said, how did he get picked to be a commentator? Paimon's kinda curious.
Ooh, I would also like to know.
Finding 3 specific butterflies in a place as large as Sumeru City sounds rather improbable.
Maybe you can bait them.
If these swift flies behave anything like regular butterflies...
Maybe you need to know how
I'm
regular
off.
butterflies
It will take some
behave.
time to search every corner of Sumeru City.
Huh? You're going just like that?
Sounds like it started, so...
A champion walks the road to victory.
My dear Kasharawar Jr., I have a plan. How about some cooperation between you and me?
Cooperation?
How would that work in this sort of scenario?
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this, Tuffy.
We should be recording this. Paimon, change the camera.
We're supposed to go on stage
Turn it.
next, right?
What?
Let's wait and see everyone's reactions first.
What are we going on stage for?
Huh? Wait a minute. Look, he seems to be observing the other contestants just like we are.
Part of his secret plans. Scoping out the competition?
Right not to let our guard down.
What do you think he's gonna do, Paimon? Assassinate somebody?
Do you remember
He
those
probably
things
doesn't
we
care
made
about them enough to
previously?
do that.
Huh? You mean...
Have they worked together in the
It's time for them
past?
to shine.
It looks like Faruzan and Kaveh have some secret plan.
Butterfly catching implements?
Oh,
That's so
hello
specific.
there. Madam Faruzan and I are discussing how...
Shh! Hush now! The walls have ears around here. We should keep it a secret for now. But you'll find out what we have in store soon enough.
The walls have ears around here, she says, while on camera.
Come now, let's go. Before the others act.
Or I suppose we don't necessarily know if there's a microphone
All right,
built
there's no
in.
time to lose. We're off to make our preparations. See you later.
Bye! Tevat could still be in silent film era.
This is basically what...
Golly!
Do you think you'll have any difficulties?
I have most of the reagents with me, and I can buy the rest. Kale, you're here too!
Hi!
Kainari, you have a master plan ready?
My hypothesis is that the Swiftfly's morphological variations won't significantly affect their fundamental nature. So I'm planning on using this to lure them out.
One of his little...
Of course, I could be
bomb
wrong.
things.
Every mutation opens the door to new possibilities, especially when they are artificially introduced. Details will have to wait until after the post-experimental analysis. For now, Kale and I are going to buy some reagents for our experiment. All right, well, see you later.
Goodbye.
See ya!
Careful handling your chemicals. Layla's gonna sleep through it.
Hey, Layla! You look a little worried.
Got the Triforce logo on her hat.
I have no idea what I should do. What color are these swift flies? Do they have special markings? How do they differ from ordinary butterflies?
Just go walk around the city and
I
see if you
can't
see
even
anything.
figure out these basic questions, and most of what I've learned in the past is completely useless here.
You could try divining their location. Oh, hello.
People who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Oh, you're another contestant. That guy, was it?
Is it that you can't use astrology during the day? Guess that skill's less useful than I thought.
No, it's not like that. If it's daytime, all I need is an astrolabe.
So he's helping her out, but why? Is he meant to
Why don't you do that then?
help out anyone who needs it, or...?
Mona Magistus, the astrologist, said
Mona!
that those who constantly use astrology to obtain things that shouldn't be theirs will eventually lose the blessing from the stars.
Well, is this constantly?
It's just something I read in an academic publication. I really love to read Mona's essays.
That's so cool.
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to win this. Well, suit yourself. Wallow in your immature ideals if you like.
Encouraging his competitors in the most antagonistic way.
Just walking off after saying a bunch of mean stuff like that? Did I say something wrong just now?
No, it was just a difference in perspectives.
Thank you so much. I've made up my mind not to use astrology for this. I think I'll just try my luck in the city. To be honest, I've always been pretty good at observation, and if I'm fortunate, I might be able to find that special butterfly species.
Lord Sino seems to have found a swiftfly.
Wow.
Come on, let's go check it out.
That was fast. Lord Sino.
Really? Where?
Since when?
The butterfly flew up high, and he's chasing it now.
How?
Oh,
Through
no
the air?
time to lose. Let's go see.
As expected of Sino. Actually, shouldn't you two go have a look as well? The moment when he catches the butterfly will likely be one worth recording after all. I'll head into the city shortly to start my own search. I'll see you later.
Good luck.
In that case, let's go see Sino first, and then we can check on what everyone else is up to.
How do you catch a butterfly? Oh.
Wait, is that a swift fly?
Wow, when it's already gone up in the air.
Don't
That was
move.
fast. It looks mechanical.
He caught it! Huh? Sino, what's wrong?
This isn't what I'm looking for. It's a...
It's a decoy. Paruzan and Kaveh.
Finally, I made it. I heard that you caught a swiftfly, Sino. Mind letting me see what it looks like?
Or not? What's going on here?
Isn't this the mechanical bait that I released earlier?
Oh, yes.
Why would you catch that instead of a swiftfly?
I see.
Wait a minute. If we consider this from a different angle, isn't it a good thing that the bait you made was convincing enough to fool even Sino?
You released bait?
That's right. During a previous interior design project, I felt that the artificial flowers on a wall were a little bland, so I decided on placing a few moving mechanical butterflies to add some pizzazz.
Wow.
In order to make them both small and nimble, I consulted with Madame Faruzan.
I love how he calls her Madame Farzan, too.
Not long ago, the two of us took all those mechanical butterflies and released them into the city.
I'm sure he's her favorite for that.
Need you even ask? Young people these days really do need to get out more. Have you
Tarzan.
never played that game where you place strips of paper on a bamboo pole and wave it across a field of flowers to attract a whole kaleidoscope of butterflies?
Is that a thing? Does that work?
No, I haven't. Wait, so you're trying to...
That's right. The butterflies within the city will mistake our mechanical bait for one of their own and follow them around.
Do butterflies
as long as we
do
keep
that?
releasing and retrieving our bait, we can capture all the butterflies within the city. What comes afterward is just a matter of separating the swift flies from the others.
Huh. Guess that's one way to do it.
Sounds time
Do
consuming.
not underestimate the wisdom of your elders. I had already thought of this method the moment the round's rules were announced. Of course, we also owe much to this fine junior of mine here for making such lifelike butterflies. It seems that Kasharawar has not quite declined as far as I had thought in recent years. Their teaching skills at least seem to be intact.
Well, I just stuck to what I do best. The idea was yours.
He's so polite.
No need to be so polite.
He's so
Once we
polite.
capture all these butterflies, we shall split the points for this round.
And she's fair.
One of them is returning now.
Ooh.
Wait a moment. Are my eyes deceiving me? Why don't I see any butterflies behind it?
You have no evidence that butterflies will follow them.
There are none. Seems like your plan has hit a snag.
Looks like the match continues. I'll be looking elsewhere.
Good luck,
Huh.
Sino.
Strange. Has something else diverted their attention?
I know he's bait.
Come, let's search in the direction the bait returned from.
We'll go have a look too.
Oh, I love Sumeru City music. Perfect for this dramatic moment.
Faruzan, Kaveh, why did you two stop?
Ah. So it was the Morta boy.
Tainari!
Wow, look at all the butterflies.
Fascinating, isn't it? The butterflies have all congregated
Drumming up
due to a special
interest in his
incense that I
lectures.
used. I infused it with 3 different types of honey, and the butterflies, following the fragrance, have gathered around me.
Oh, that must smell amazing.
Butterflies must have really sharp noses then.
Don't they smell through their tongues?
Wait, do they even have noses? I've never seen one.
A butterfly
They do
nose?
not, in fact, and their vision isn't stellar either.
Oh my
However,
god, tiny
they can use
butterfly
their
eyes.
antennae to distinguish between scents, and their olfactory senses are generally quite advanced, allowing them to detect floral fragrances from great distances.
Oh, so that's how it is. I had a pet butterfly once. I picked wildflowers and placed them in its box, but it wouldn't eat any.
They drink
That's
nectar,
normal.
right?
Raising butterflies isn't difficult, but there are many things you should take note of. Appropriate temperature, sufficient air, and a spacious environment are examples of such considerations. You must also ensure that the food you've chosen suits their palate. Most importantly, you must curb your curiosity and avoid disturbing them while they rest. Otherwise, they may become stressed.
Oh no. You can stress
I
butterflies?
liked to poke at its wings at the time.
Oh, that's really bad.
Humans tend to rear many creatures due to their aesthetic value, but not all are suited to such a process. Caring for living beings is hard work.
Impromptu
Impulse
lecture
alone is
indeed.
insufficient. Some prerequisite knowledge is always required.
You sure do know a lot.
I have a question too. I bought a scarab not long ago and it hasn't seemed very active. Can you help me figure out why?
What do you
I'd
think,
like to keep a
Tainari?
dustbird as a pet.
Oh.
What are some key points I should consider?
I think his plan is working.
Is it possible to keep a Rishbalin tiger as a pet?
Oh dear. Maybe not in the city.
All right, it seems like you all have a great deal of questions. But I am in the middle of the Interdarshan Championship at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't answer them all now.
Come to my lecture
Propose an
instead.
alternative.
Yep.
Next month, there will be a biology lecture at Gandharvaville, and I will be sharing some interesting insights on living organisms there. If you're interested, you can attend that lecture, and if you should have any questions, just prepare them ahead of time. I'll answer questions after I've finished speaking.
All right, I'll be there.
Of course, please try to ask more rational questions. For example, whether you can raise a Rishbalin tiger as a pet or not is mainly dependent on whether you can overcome one in a fight.
Looks like Tainari's science lecture will draw quite a crowd.
Huh?
It's worked so far.
Was I listening in for that long?
He's a compelling speaker, isn't
Master
he?
does live up to his title as a teacher.
Madam Faruzan, I've had a look around. Nearly all the butterflies in this area have been attracted by the incense.
Wow, he's working hard.
However, we can cast our bait further away to avoid this area.
All right, then let's get moving. We shan't let all the butterflies get away from us if we can help it.
Seems like the competition's really heating up.
I like how they're not trying to steal anything from Tainari. It's nice of them. Playing very fair.
I've been searching for quite a while now, but I haven't seen any sign of the swiftflies yet. Instead, I ended up catching a few mechanical devices that looked very similar to butterflies. I wonder where they came from. Looks like Faruzan and Kabe's devices are everywhere now. I'll keep up the search. That said, I've noticed that a number of butterflies in the city has already decreased a lot compared to when the event started.
So who's catching them?
Because the other contestants are coming up with their own ways to catch butterflies. Alright, I'll do my best too. Huh? What's this?
A swiftfly? Would it be? It's so cute! It kind of looks like a moth.
What a coincidence. I guess I just need to catch it now, right?
Good luck.
Oh, please wait. There it goes.
Run, Layla, run!
It's so fast! Paimon thought all Hatham said they were only a little faster.
Get some bait.
No, come back.
Some honey.
Come on,
Aw.
Traveler. Let's go too.
Paimon, you could get it. I suppose we shouldn't interfere, though.
Oh, it just occurred to me that we should also get you a makeup
Oh, are they
box.
gonna catch it?
No, it's fine. I don't think I'll end up using it.
Maybe you won't, but it doesn't hurt to have one, right? Come on, just trust me on this one.
Ooh, what do you see?
Huh? Who are you, and what do you want?
It's on her face!
Please, don't move.
Don't move? Who sent you?
Can't just tell her.
Don't worry, I can handle this. Now, tell me,
Oh.
what do you want?
It's drawn to her flower? Oh, cute. So flowers, maybe.
I believe she's looking for this. Here, take it.
Thank you, Candace.
A butterfly? Was it on my head?
But that's a fake flower, right? So you don't even need a real one?
Oh, you're...
It's
You know
been
her?
a while, Layla.
Do you know her? Whoa. Oh, we brought the camera over.
A friend of yours? Oh, so she must be the one you were telling me about.
Huh?
How do they
You
know
two
each
know
other?
each other? Oh yeah, it has been some time. The first time I ever woke up after
Oh my God.
sleepwalking, I somehow found myself in Aru village.
That's so far away!
Candace was the one who took care of me then.
Oh my god, Layla.
That's right. She didn't look well, so I gave her something to eat. She said a lot of complicated things about astrology, the night sky, the stars. Not sure I understood it all, but it sounded pretty enchanting. Right. Do you still want this butterfly? It seems like you were chasing it all the way here. It's of little use to me, but if you don't want it, I can release it.
No!
Just let her have it. It's no big deal.
The Swiftfly was flying so fast, but you were able to catch it like it was nothing, Candace.
Oh, it didn't seem that quick, really. I was actually worried that I would injure it. But I'm glad that didn't happen.
I was quite impressed that she didn't.
Anyway, sorry about the butterfly thing. With the way you suddenly came running over like that, I thought you were hired to take us out or something.
Would not be the first time that happened to Dia in this city, no?
But I guess I've never seen an assassin that looks tired with dark bags around their eyes. Oh, you must be taking part in the championship. Take it from me. Don't let it stop you from getting some rest.
I'll do what I can. Thank you.
We'll be on our way then. See you later.
Alrighty, let's bring the Swiftfly back together with Layla.
I kind of hope that she's the first to return, you know? It would be fun if she
It seems
was.
we have a third contestant who has returned with a Swiftfly.
Oh, third?
With that, the first round has come to an end. I anticipate that all of you will keep up the effort for the second round. Dismissed.
Wait, if they were the third, then who gets the point?
Your closing statement sounded so... how do I put it? Decisive?
Well,
yes?
you could certainly stand to try being more decisive, Nilu. It would help you live more freely.
Hang on a second. Who were the first two contestants with Swiftflies?
Yeah, the people want to know.
First, and as for the second, it's being discussed right now.
It's being discussed. It's Farazan and Kaveh. They said they were going to split the points.
I think I've come up with a good idea.
But they should both get one.
Second place gets 2 points, right?
Yeah.
Can't Madame Faruzan and I split the points between us?
Quite the imagination you have there. I've read the championship handbook from cover to cover, and I never saw any rule which permits that.
Did you see any rule which
Then we
did
can
not
just
permit it?
add a rule.
Do you really think I'd do that?
Oh, come on, you're not going to stand in the way of my victory, are you?
Well, you're free to send the organizing committee an application outlining your naive proposal. They'll get back to you within 3 working days.
3 working days? It'll be too late by then.
Unfortunately for you, even dreaming is gonna cost you.
Whoa. That's a loaded statement.
Kaveh and Faruzan found the second Swiftfly together, but the rules say that only one person can get the points.
Oh well, the rules are the rules. Since you call me madam and politely ask for my help,
wow.
I shall give you these points.
Wait, that's so nice of her. And he's going to say, no,
So
it was your idea.
Kaveh's name then?
So I'll give you the points.
No. If I take these points, won't that only detract from your contributions, Madame Faruzan?
Because we saw him being fair with the credit earlier.
You might be alright with that, but I cannot do it. Not in good conscience.
I don't have any problem with it. There are 2 more rounds after all. Losing one isn't a major setback. But if you insist, I have another method. We can draw lots to see who will receive the points.
That's smart. Because they'll just keep going back and forth and back and forth. Do you have bad luck, Kaveh?
What? Is there something wrong with that idea?
No. Well, let's do it.
He definitely doesn't seem to like the idea.
Look at the paper needed for the lots. Give me a moment.
Does he have bad luck? Everybody watched Kaveh suffer a glorious and forthright defeat in the game of lots.
Seriously?
I'm sorry, but it appears that luck was on my side this time.
He definitely anticipated that outcome.
I'm just lamenting my bad luck. Perhaps that's why my life is rife with troubles.
Oh no.
Indeed. It's rare to see anyone with such terrible luck be so willing to decide victory via lots.
And what would you know about that?
We can save bickering for later. Record the points under Farazan, and that'll finally bring the first round to a close.
What an
The second round
interesting
will be held in the
interaction.
desert. We'll be moving our commentator stand over to Aru Village.
Wow.
Let's meet up in Aru Village once everything is ready. I'll announce the details of the second round then. Till then, you have some free time. I'm off the clock at this point, so it's farewell for now.
I no longer know you. Bye.
You...
Don't be upset,
Aw, don't
Kaveh.
take it too hard.
Sighing can carry away your good luck, you know.
Maybe that's why he has
That's
none.
how it works. In that case, I'll take in some deep breaths.
He took her seriously.
That'll help me make up for all the luck I've lost.
Oh, buddy.
It's really no big deal. 2 points aren't enough to decide victory or defeat just yet.
Oh, yikes, buddy. He seems
I'll win the next
stressed.
round. You'll see.
I believe in you.
Looks like you've managed to pick yourself back up, young man. Good. I must warn you, though, that I'm quite familiar with the desert. You'll have to try your best if you don't want to lose.
I'm no stranger to the desert either. I'll be fine. All right then, that's enough chit-chat for now. I'm going to check the area out.
This area or air? You're walking all the way there right now.
Standings are Tainari in first place, Faruzan in second, and Layla in third.
I love that Layla got a point.
Guess we should also take a nice break before the next round starts. But where should we go first?
Our village?
Why, you two look a little
Huh?
lost. If
Who?
you're not sure where to start enjoying the Academia Extravaganza, then may I suggest that you have a chat with our boss?
Who are you?
Us? Who's that? Do we know them?
Are you a merchant? Or do you work for Nahida?
Well, only the
Ah,
most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, Lord Sangamo Bay.
I see.
Oh, you mean Dory?
We're being summoned.
Precisely. Our boss sent me to inform you two that she'll be waiting for you at Sumeru City's North Gate.
Nice of her to come all the way over. Wow, this event is really having everyone in it, isn't it?
Oh, well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon.
Hi, what do you need
Dory,
from us?
Are you here to attend the Academia Extravaganza too?
Of course! People are practically flocking to Sumeru City. You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to do business. This is one of the entrances into the city, and it's very close to the Wisdom Gala booths. There'll be an endless stream of customers. I can already hear the Mora going clink, clink, clink as they fill my coin pouch.
Good luck with that, I
Is there
guess.
anything you'd like to purchase? We've got everything you need and deals that can't be beat.
I don't really know if I need anything at the moment.
Well, do you have anything to eat?
Ah, good question.
Wait, we're celebrating the extravaganza and you're only thinking of eating... I mean, of course, we've got lots of things to eat. That said, I recommend that you also consider some of the great bargains we have going on. The Wisdom Gala is about to begin, and once it starts, each of the Darshans will prepare a small challenge for everyone.
This is so random. Are we going to find some plot-relevant device here?
Just between us, I have some super booster supplements for sale.
Oh dear.
Eat just one to boost both your strength and dexterity for a short time, allowing you to overcome any challenge.
We are not in the competition, you know, and that sounds like it would be against the rules.
We'll pass. These little challenges are gonna be a cinch for the two of us. Just you watch. Anyway, Paimon just wants something to eat, please. If you don't have any food, then we'll just go somewhere else.
All right. Mora is Mora, after all. Oh, what would you like to eat?
Oh, a pavlova.
Well, Paimon's pretty hungry right now. Do you have any tachin?
No, I changed my mind. I want biryani. Oh, that sounds really good right now, actually. Oh, hello.
This is a huge job, isn't it?
Oh, somebody's planning something, aren't they?
Will be set.
Oh, this is a layered event.
2 servings of touching. See? I told you there's nothing Lord Sangamo Bay can't procure.
Yay! Huh? What are you looking at, Traveler?
I thought I saw someone just now.
Oh? Who? Someone we know?
Yes, we know them well. Their name is Trouble. Never mind.
Was it someone suspicious? Have we attracted some unwanted attention?
Huh? What's happening, Dory? Is there something else going on?
I don't know who you saw just now, but I do have some hard-to-come-by information about the extravaganza. If you want to know more, we can talk business later.
What do you know? Comings and goings. Okay, so that's the end of this part. Wow, this is turning out to be a very layered event. So we've got our little ghosty friend, wherever they went. We have this potential... We saw some Eremites walking by saying that there was a big job. So a potential... You know what I think it's going to be? I think they're going to try to steal the crown. Because if they've been hired for something, you would think they're going to try to attack something or someone. I can't think of anything that they'd want to attack, or anyone they'd want to attack. So maybe it's the crown. They're trying to steal it. Well, it's haunted, so that's gonna go over a little bit interesting for them. And then it kind of seems like this is going to involve a lot of character story for Kaveh, because his woes came up over here. Well, his woes really came up over here. His past with his father came up over here. And then his woes over here. So yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Kaveh gets a little bit of story. I'm really enjoying getting to know Farzan so far. And I hope that Layla has her time to shine in the next half. Let's get that one started. Here we are. Over in our village. I wonder how many, did they say how many challenges there were? Are there 2 or 3?
Is it me, or are
I feel
the
like
bags
3.
under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you alright?
Hila, are you okay?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. I just haven't been sleeping well lately.
Oh, don't make me yawn, Layla.
Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of my head. And before I know it, it's morning again.
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with that?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only be endured.
Oh, jeez, Kaveh. He really sounds like he's
I suppose you can think of it as something akin to
going
an illness.
through it.
Sometimes there's no effective cure, so you just have to let things run their course.
Wow.
I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Oh, he's so nice.
Oh, okay. You do your best too.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all.
Definitely learning a lot more about his
Line
character. This is
buried in the
fascinating.
area around Aru village.
That
These
sounds a little
devices
dangerous.
can imitate the effects of ley line disruption and will constantly interfere with the environment. Your goal is to shut them down.
I'm assuming they're a
First
very
3 who
small
manage
scale,
to
though,
finish
you
this
know.
task will be
Like ley line
awarded 4,
blossoms.
3, and 2 points accordingly. Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in disqualification.
Adventure survival type thing.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again?
No, I get the
shall
feeling
consider
that
giving you more
Kaveh is going
points on
to
account
end
of what
with
happened in the
0
previous round.
points again.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be particularly difficult.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place. Let's see who will find these devices first.
Did you get trapped somewhere around here, Farzan?
You should remember that there's a favorite for champion. We must be careful of him.
I know.
Favorite to win? Who is it?
I'm guessing it's Sino.
Not so loud.
Oh.
I mean that boy Tainari.
Oh, I guess she means overall, not just this exact
And if he does so again this time,
round.
we may as well declare this competition over.
He's very
You
strategic.
solved the Vidya Forest's leyline effluence problem with him not long ago.
That's true.
Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated leyline disruption, it should be a simple matter for him.
That's true. It does look like his odds of winning are pretty high.
But then
Here it
again,
has Kale, who is an
last
excellent pupil.
time we had Karkata showing us around. And this time there's not a lot of plants that he can use to track disturbances because we're in the desert. So he might have a harder time finding
round as well.
the leyline
Just be
machines.
letting him have all the fun. As his senior, it's
Right,
my
because she's
solemn duty to
after
prevent such
researchers.
an inequitable arrangement from happening. I'm off.
Have fun, Farzan.
I'll get going as well. See you later.
Good luck, Kaveh. Oh. Now that feels like a loaded statement.
How are you feeling?
Wishing him good luck. Oh, is he okay?
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Is he not fond of the desert? My guess.
Is
He's
this
got,
all the water we're getting?
yeah, limited
Sorry.
rations and he's got furry
That's what the
ears and
rules
all.
say. While this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
I knew it'd be harder than I had expected.
You can just make ice, let it melt,
Either need to find the
and then
devices
drink the water.
as quickly
Huh?
as possible, or we'll have to save our energy and wait for an opportunity. Okay, Okay, I'll head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
You should take a nap.
Please take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Let Paimon think. Oh, right! Didn't Faruzan say that Tainari's the favorite to win? Let's go look for him first.
I think Layla should take a nap until twilight.
Hey, Tainari!
Tainari, how are you doing?
Weird. The locator says that he should be around here somewhere.
Check the house thing.
Can you hear us?
Is he underground? Oh, he's over there. Is he taking a nap?
You're right. Huh? Oh no.
Oh no.
It looks like he's fainted. We have to help him.
Oh dear. Heat stroke?
Tainari, are you okay?
Are you okay?
It's so hot.
Yeah, he's not used to the desert.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat. Are you not used to getting around in the desert?
Don't talk to him. Give him some water.
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid this situation. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started feeling dizzy.
You should put your hair up.
My ancestors, the Valuka Shuna, were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates.
Cool.
They become intolerant of their original environment.
Tainari history. How fun.
Time for a history lesson.
No, I like
Let's
it.
get you some water.
He'll be disqualified
Humans.
though.
Such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment.
Did you consider yourself strong? Oh my god.
Take this. Let him drink it.
Oh, he doesn't need the water, does he? That's cool. We're getting these little painterly shots.
This had better be just normal water. Hey, you're leaving already?
Seems it really is just water.
Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up to? Anyway, let's focus on helping Tainari drink some water first.
Yeah, so far he's just been supporting the other contestants. Tainari starts to recover after getting some
Feeling
water.
a little better now. Thanks, you two.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us. Just now.
Found you at last.
Oh, Sino!
Sino, you're here too.
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
Aww. He came to look for him.
My tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable.
Are you gonna head
It appears
back?
I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru Village and rest.
That's good. Taking care of himself over winning.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still have a chance to turn things around later.
And he never really cared for winning
Withdrawing now
anyways.
will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push onward would be counterproductive.
I agree.
A wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru Village.
It's fine. I can make it back on my own.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on, we'll help you back to Aru Village.
Yeah, we're not leaving you alone after you fainted once. Look, even Sino came with us.
How are you feeling now, Tainari? Do you want to rest some more?
Probably nice to be in the
There's
shade,
some
no?
shade here, so we can stop for a while.
My goodness.
All right, let's do that.
When you're in a hot environment, it's good to stick to the shade, move slowly. Stuff like that. Take a rest. Why does it feel like we're about to be ambushed? Oh! Layla!
Oh, Sino and Tainari. And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you.
Are you ambushing us, Layla?
Hey, Layla!
How's it going?
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided to take cover here for a while.
Like
What
I
about
said,
you?
nap until twilight.
You all done already?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought. I intend to withdraw from this round. Sino and the Traveler are escorting me back to Aru Village.
Withdraw? Can you even do that?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Al-Haytham did say that the act of leaving the competition grounds would result in disqualification from the round.
We can just deliberately
Didn't I
walk
ask
away.
you if you were all right before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to suffer.
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried, and it didn't work out. And now I'm backing out while I can.
And also he's learned where his limits are.
I'm
That's
definitely going
important.
to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you? You don't look very well yourself. Will you be all right?
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after resting here for a while.
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Don't worry. I'm just...
She's about to pass out.
Feeling the pressure?
You can tell?
At some point she's gonna
Your
crack.
expression
Something's
is
gonna
similar
happen.
to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
Oh dear.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the Ratawahis Darshan in the championship. Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me, and to be honest, those rumors don't really mean anything. Now
The
I don't know how
rumors?
to deal with all the expectations they've put on me.
What
Even the
rumors?
people who usually criticize me voted for me this time. So I feel like I have to live up to their expectations somehow.
Even the
So
critics?
their expectations are putting pressure on you.
Very unifying rumors, it seems.
Yes. Actually, I heard that you were voted in as well, Tainari. How do you deal with it?
To be completely honest, I don't really feel any pressure. Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not to meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandharvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me.
Wow.
I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
Overall, great advice.
Huh. I understand. Thanks for your advice.
Now go take a nap.
I'm absolutely parched after talking so much.
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru village, so I can go the rest of the way myself. You should get back to the competition. Don't you want to win that limited edition card?
Yeah, he's basically just...
All right then. Your spirit will live on through me.
Hey, don't talk like that. I'm not dead, Sino.
I can still hear his voice.
Everyone, I'll be heading back now. See you after the round ends.
But seriously, Sino's being so nice this round. He basically just abandoned the whole competition to make sure
I'll
Tainari
continue
was
searching
okay.
for the ley line disruptors.
Now he's heading back once he's safe. That's... wow.
Are you feeling better now, Layla?
That was really nice to see.
Yeah, I feel like some of the weight has been taken off my shoulders after chatting with Tainari. It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academia.
Oh, where's your hometown?
Every day here has been so precious. But of course, there have been some rough times. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and essays that took all my brain power to barely finish. Each of those things are like huge boulders barreling at me, forcing me to continue running forward. When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up.
We'd prefer you to be happy, Layla.
Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying to tell me. You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping out of this round, and why you don't feel disappointed in me.
That's right! No need to feel so down!
Pretty cool.
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete goals for taking part in this competition. I don't have any now, but I'll give that some thought.
Pretty cool to see some Layla's story.
I won't take up any
Getting to know
more
her
of your
too.
time. You still have to record the other contestants' progress, don't you? Perhaps they've had some breakthroughs while we've been chatting.
True. We should go look for the others. Now, who's left? Tainari's dropped out for the round, and we just saw Sino.
Kaveh and
You
Farazan.
could go see how Madame Farazan's doing. I've heard that she's quite knowledgeable about the desert, so she's probably made some progress by now.
Okay, let's go look for Farazan.
She's knowledgeable about the desert, eh? So is she the ruin in the desert? Hmm?
Have you made any progress?
Almost certainly, but...
You're just in time.
Which one was
I'm about to
it?
start digging right here.
Ooh.
You found the leyline disruptor already?
Such a simple problem could never confound me.
How'd you find it?
Long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally, so I followed it all the way here. Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared. Something unusual must be happening around this area.
You're a true expert, Madame Farazan. You knew what to do right away.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge yet?
Not that we know of.
Yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. What about that boy Tainari?
He withdrew from this round.
And why's that?
Heat stroke.
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Huh. I didn't think he would have such a weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training.
Or heat-resistant oil,
What about the others?
he said.
Is that Ratawahist girl still a bundle of nerves?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptors, and as for Hat Guy, well, who knows what he's thinking.
And we haven't seen Kaveh
What
yet.
about Kaveh? Has he found a ley line disruptor yet?
Paimon doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something from him by now. Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done here. You should probably go find Kaveh and see how he's faring now.
I like how they're friends. That's pretty cool. To see two characters like know each other
Come on,
and
stop
be friends.
following me. I already gave you all the food I had on me.
Wait, you gave them your food? You need that food. You have limited food.
You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle of water, and I can't possibly give you that.
Oh no,
Without
only
water,
half.
traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult, and I still need to find what I'm looking for.
So this is what you got
Marak,
distracted
can you
by.
help me out here? Keep them away.
Oh, Merak looks so cute. Little happy face is adorable. Oh, look, there's a guy over there. You can ask him for water.
Farazan told us to come see how you're doing. What are you up to?
We immediately set up that camera.
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows.
Accosted?
I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition grounds. And now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area.
Oh,
The
he's
moment
looking
they
out
saw
for
me,
them.
They wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply.
He cheated you out of your food? Kind of sounds like you just gave it to them. They got through your defenses. My god, they're really cute,
Hey,
actually.
didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kaveh, is this flying metal thingy yours?
It's so cute.
That's right. This is my toolbox, Marak.
Nice to meet you, Marat.
Toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy. Hey there! Can you understand us?
Don't do that, Paimon. Just talk to it normally. Why is it here with you?
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable toolbox.
It's literally just a bag.
Look like an
Right.
ordinary toolbox, that's for sure.
It's a long story.
Did you build it?
When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb.
Ooh.
It was clearly from King Deshret's civilization.
Ooh.
His technology still isn't fully understood, and Ksharawar has many different opinions on this topic. Our current theories cannot explain such mysteries. Upon seeing such a rare, complete specimen before me, I forked over all the mora on my person to purchase it. Some time back, I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, I created Mirak.
That's so cool!
It can't understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant and help me with things like mapping and surveying.
Wow, I wonder what the core was from.
It can't talk, so
What kind
it
of
can't give me
machine?
any attitude.
Aww, but it wants to express its feelings. Look at it!
Yes.
Look at its sad
Thanks
little
for helping hide the
face!
fact that I live at Alhatham's place earlier.
You're on camera.
Sorry.
Also,
I
Paimon
hope
was
this
one who almost
season
gave
of
it
my
away.
life ends soon, so I can get things back on track.
How long have you lived
Things
with him?
just started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started
Whoa.
when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine.
Oh.
Or maybe it all started when I spoke to Alhatham in the library.
Kaveh, you're on camera.
It's because constructing the Palace of Alcazar's burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the debt from that one. Oh, when's the...
Wait. It burned through your funds? Constructing... Maybe I don't understand how architects work in this world, but usually when you commission an architect, don't you pay for the building? What do you mean it burned through your funds? Did you just build it for fun and then sell it for a loss? What?
Now that I think about it, I guess we're all unlucky here.
Oh, but
It's not like
it
any
does
of
sound
you
like...
asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption. Okay, let me get you all out.
Oh, are you gonna disqualify yourself? Going to lead them out, I guess.
Kaveh, aren't you going to look for the ley line disruptors?
You gotta make up your points.
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I?
We'll take them. You focus.
Forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming on. I'll get back to searching once I get them out of here.
I'm starting to
Time's
see a
wasting.
theme. Oh my god, they followed him immediately. I'm starting to see a theme.
He's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help.
He's a unique character.
Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily gets himself into tough spots.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they're setting him up as a guy who... I don't want to say... he gets distracted easily, but like in summary, that's what it is. It's... he knows, theoretically, what he needs to do to get him out, or to get himself to where he wants to be, i.e. in his own house, I guess, to be specific in this case. But he keeps getting distracted by how nice he is? Kind of, because like he helped out Farzan, and then he wanted to give it the points, and then he didn't speak up even though he knew that he was unlucky. It's really interesting character writing. I love it.
Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of.
Yeah, you're certainly cruel with the truth.
Someone's done already.
That was quick. Wonder who it is.
To know. Let's go back and ask Alhatham.
So that's what that noise was. I was like, whoa, Paimon, you got a new sound effect.
Verification complete. Congratulations on being this round's first winner, Sino.
I know. Wow, that was fast.
Ooh, so Sino was the quickest.
Considering he spent a lot of time helping Tainari too.
Spontamon, after all.
Oh, that's true. He studied the ley
It
lines.
was never going to be particularly difficult for me.
That makes so much sense.
And Paimon also happened to be here. Do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on, so failure was never an option. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow.
What are you quoting?
With the ties of friendship that bind us, I won't lose to anyone. That's a line from King of Invocations,
Yeah.
one of my favorite works, and it sums up my thoughts right now.
Yeah.
Might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about now.
That's so Sino.
Oh, wow. It's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on food and water. It'll only get harder from here on out.
Something similar happened in King of Invocations. What a classic.
Any thoughts on that, Alhatham?
Is that a book series
I
now?
have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
Milu obviously wasn't asking lying about that.
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end.
His version of a joke.
Only Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor will be.
Probably Farazan?
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tighnari, 4.
Oh, wait, yeah.
And Sino's already done. What about Hat Guy?
Yeah, what about Hat Guy? Did he disqualify
He
too?
also forfeited not long ago.
Really? Why so?
Paimon can't understand what he's thinking at all. But, like Al-Haytham said, this round's almost over. Let's go see what the other contestants are doing.
I can't wait to see what he's up to.
Hello again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring?
It's not bad.
Well, in that case, let's take a short breather here. The desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your face because of all the sand in it.
Oh, that I do believe.
Has anyone finished this round yet?
I know how.
Sino's already shut one down. Have you made any progress yet?
I circled the whole area, but I didn't find anything. But I did have the chance to think some more about that thing that was weighing on my mind, and I realized something.
And what was that?
Well, my fellow Retawahist members must have all put my name forward for different reasons, and maybe a lot of them only picked me because they wanted to watch me make a fool of myself.
She should make her motivation to win
As it may,
spite.
I believe that a lot of them genuinely do expect great things from me. And I want to live up to their expectations.
Okay, that's kind of sweet.
I don't want them to regret putting my name down.
That's very sweet, actually.
But doesn't thinking like that put a lot of pressure on you?
Of course, that comes with some amount of pressure for sure. But now I've thought about it, I don't feel like this is something I have to do. Instead, it's something I want to do.
Yeah, she's choosing to do it now.
Sound like a huge difference to you, but it's helped me relax a lot. So don't worry about me.
I'm happy to hear that, Layla.
Also, now that I've relaxed, I'm suddenly really sleepy.
You're making me yawn.
I think I'll just take a quick nap. Just a quick one.
Well, maybe not the time, but I'm glad that she's finally getting some rest. Is she sleeping standing up?
But the competition isn't over yet. Oh, Layla.
Excuse me?
She's really a bundle of nerves, isn't she?
You're not Layla? Sleepwalking, Layla?
You too.
Huh?
It's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while. Well, since
Who are you, though?
I guess I should help her finish this. What are we
Okay. So when she sleeps, the reason she sleepwalks all the time is because a different her wakes up? But then who is this other her? Is it just another version of her, or is it like somebody else? Who are you?
Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this.
Because she calls herself her, and
Supposed to be doing here again?
well, I and Layla her.
Ley line disruptor, was it? Let
Yes.
me see. Looks like she's basically gathered all the information she needs. It won't take long to wrap this up.
She sounds so
Come with me,
confident.
you two.
Who are you? Other Layla? Sleepwalking Layla? When did you first begin to manifest?
This should be it, right? I'll turn it off. That should restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Have you been with her all her life, or are you the embodiment of stress?
I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping up. She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first, but once she's got her bearings, she'll go and report that she shut down this disruptor. Will you be staying here for a while? Or are you going to check on the other contestants?
I do worry that while she's awake,
check her locator.
Layla doesn't get any rest. Maybe that's why she's always tired.
Farozan are headed towards the same place.
Does she wake up every night that she's asleep?
The last disruptor. Also, speaking of Kaveh, He's an interesting one.
Oh, yeah?
Why do you say that?
What have you observed?
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. Sometimes you just have to endure them as best you can until they run their course. But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other selves.
Oh, dear.
She just hadn't found what she wanted to do at the moment, which is why she felt lost. Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he still seems conflicted. He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way.
Oh, very interesting observation.
I don't know exactly how
Like
to
Layla
describe
said, she's good at observing.
He's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside.
Oh.
Only sorrow.
Oh, no.
Still, who knows? He must be more experienced than me. Maybe he's just better at dealing with it all than I am.
Oh, man.
But back to the topic of wrapping up. Shouldn't you be getting back to the action to record how everything plays out? Last one, then the round's over.
Oh, true. Okay then, guess we'll be going now. We'll keep everything you said in mind.
Wow, yeah. So I was wondering if she came out every time that Layla went to sleep, but she did say earlier that it feels like it's been a long time and she's been all cooped up, so maybe she doesn't. On the other hand, what is she? Who is she? She refers to Layla in third person, like she's a different person. But she did also refer to herself as, like, another Layla, kind of. She said that Kaveh didn't have another self, so where did she come from? Wow, I'll have to read Layla's character stories or something and see if I can learn anything. Meanwhile, this is definitely shaping up to being a very Kaveh character story quest, and I love it! That's so helpful. What an interesting character. I feel like I feel really bad for the guy. Oh man. Like, I think what I'm finding interesting as well is that his struggles, his issues are really realistic ones, or at least they're very normal ones. Like, you could have those struggles in this world too, you know, your father passing away, your mom remarrying and moving away and wanting to kind of carry on wanting to make your family proud, at least wanting to make his father proud, but then feeling like he's stuck because he's in a place where, you know, he literally doesn't have the financial security to move out. Oh god, I'm remembering the financial security line back in the Archon quest. So yeah, it's I think I wasn't expecting to really do a deep dive on Kaveh's psychology, but it's really interesting. Again, great character writing. But also, I just really feel for the guy. Like, you can really empathize with his struggles. Wow.
Should be around here.
I want him to win. But also, he does need to learn that it seems like some of his behaviors are not helping him. Oh! Oh dear.
Are you?
Oh no.
Oh, Madame Faruzan. And here I thought you would have finished this round by now.
Faruzan, Kaveh!
The camera immediately activated.
Looks like Layla's already done.
Yep.
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants doing?
Already 2 turned in. That's your last chance.
While Sino and Layla are already done. You two are the only ones left. Huh? That's weird. Didn't you start digging really early on?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin. I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the surface.
She had a whole adventure.
Actually, really impressive.
She found an ancient ruin.
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, Madame Faruzan.
What about you?
She's quite skilled, isn't she?
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched. And then I blacked out.
Kaveh!
Probably from the heat, you
know. No! I'm so concerned for this man all of a sudden. Is this going to be a pattern? Helping others, or prioritizing others over himself to the point that it causes him physical harm?
No.
Buddy.
When I woke up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
Buddy. The last of your strength. I am possessed by the desire to protect this man. Oh my god.
It was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
I feel like he's...
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, seriously.
It sounds like you were in an incredibly dangerous situation.
Somebody needs to wrap him in bubble wrap.
With the desert. But the way you handle problems... It does feel rather at odds with your title as a genius.
Yeah, really. Does he handle them or just endure them?
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. It was my decision. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not doing it either.
Oh no.
My conscience would have weighed on me.
That line again.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next.
That's why he couldn't accept the points earlier,
Back
too.
to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, I'm concerned.
Well, this is indeed it. Of that there is...
It's like he needs to learn his lesson, it seems like. But I'm really worried that the only way for him to learn his lesson is for him to go through pain. So specifically in this case, losing this competition because of his decisions that he keeps making. But I don't want him to be sad, and at the same time I worry that he won't learn his lesson, because how many times has this happened? I'm so invested in this plot now. Kaveh!
No doubt. But how shall we count the score this time?
Oh dear.
What is it, youngster? You seem relieved.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's finally over.
Yeah, now we can finally get some water and food.
Shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger.
Oh, but he's still not thinking of
As for
himself,
the
actually.
points,
Of
I
course.
guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
Don't do the
In
lots.
that case, let's all head back to Aru Village. Paimon thinks you'll both need some water and rest.
We'll quiz you on trivia, and whoever gets the most trivia points wins. How about that?
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Farazan? Huh? Where's Madame Farazan?
Yeah.
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw lots again.
You know your luck's not going to get any better, is it?
Caught up in something so easily, like drawing lots.
I'm not caught up in anything. Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having bad luck.
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing lots?
If you know you have bad luck, you're basically
I'll go
self-sabotaging.
get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh dear. Deep breaths, deep breaths. You need to get your luck back.
Oh, here we go again. Let's see how I fare.
Also, you should get some water. You should get some food. Kaveh won! Yay!
Did you see that? I won!
Oh my god, he sounds so happy.
Congratulations.
Oh dear.
Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn for the better.
Oh, finally! After all this time!
It was just a single
You've
lot.
been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's points are yours.
Congratulations. Tribulations in the desert.
And with that, our second round is done. Sino, Layla, and Kaveh are our victorious contestants. As for the current standings, let me see.
I think that's what he was picking up on.
Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tainari, Farazan, Kaveh, and Hakai. The next round will be the final one. Please rest up before then, everyone.
So it is 3 rounds, right?
I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games, so feel free to drop by if you're interested. Otherwise, see you next round.
Where will it be? I'm so worried for that man.
Something's been on your mind this entire time.
Oh, the ghost! That white-haired man I saw before the competition started.
Paimon.
Oh!
I finally found you.
Hi, were you looking for us? What do you need?
Finally? Did something happen?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza?
Mm-hmm.
Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, We might have caught sight of some mercs on business. Thing is, they were disguised as tourists here to shop. But no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassinations.
Oh, yikes.
We eavesdropped on them for a while. Their target seems to be someone called Sachin.
That's the person who bought the crown and gave the crown and funded the thing.
Karina mentioned during the opening ceremony? He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes and the Diadem of Knowledge, but he hasn't shown himself at all.
To be honest, I thought he was the ghost,
Sounds
so
like
I thought
a
he was
rich person,
dead.
all right. It makes sense now. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently, so a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the rich.
Oh dear.
In their words, one gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this nets them enough mora to take it easy for a while.
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once, so it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in.
Makes
Dia
sense.
and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I love that they tried to capture them already.
Wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
Probably 30.
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get involved. Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell Amatra?
Or not. Sure.
Thanks a million, you two.
I'm sure so long as we tell somebody, it'll get to the right person.
Not at all.
Hopefully not the wrong
It was a
person.
coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremites' reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags succeed. But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
We should go there just to see if we can chat with them.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than meets the eye here, too.
I'm sure it'll all work out.
But thinking like this isn't doing anything. Let's just go find Amatra.
I'm really not stressed about this whole part of things because we know that Wanderer is doing something, which means that Nahida probably knows something is up and has asked him to help her out with that. I don't know. But I'm not too stressed about the competition or the Eremites because it seems like, you know, the right people already know that something's up, so everything will be fine. What I'm really stressed about is Kaveh and his well-being.
It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report?
We can't Matra that away. You tell Arav about the situation with Dia and Candace.
Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though I suppose it's not all that surprising. The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as one of these super rich types.
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you send some people to protect him?
How much you want to bet that he doesn't have any more left?
We've thought about doing just that.
Because he's given it all away as
Sachin apparently
prizes.
prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back to Sumeru City. No one has been able to contact him.
What is his
Our only
field?
lead is something he once said. Each time the Interdarshan Championship is held, I will be watching from close by to choose a suitable person to inherit my estate.
So he's definitely possessing the circlet, the diadem, whatever. But choose a suitable person to inherit my estate? If it happens every 4 years, a new person gets the estate every 4 years? How does that work?
Assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as well, and decided to come here and try their luck.
So they shouldn't know where Sachin is either, right?
They just know he's nearby, at least.
I would assume not. Anyway, Mahamatra Saino is still on vacation, so I'll handle this.
Good luck.
Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't gonna get very far in Sumeru City these days. I have my ways of forcing them out into the open.
They say.
All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try tracking him down as well? The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Core of 30 with someone's protection, but if the client doesn't show themselves, there's nothing we can do to help them.
Or we could get followed and reveal their location ourselves.
But where should we start?
Do the Matra have any information at all on Sachin?
None, I'm afraid.
He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a very detailed file on him. I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again.
That was fast.
Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows anything.
So then who's Grand Sage?
Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza venue and see if we can find him.
No, seriously, who's Grand Sage now? Is it Nahida? Someone random?
Hey, Nilu, have you seen Alhaitham anywhere?
I wrote Nilu.
Why? What is it?
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to pull up some records for us.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't know where he went.
What's he
He's
up
always
to?
the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Oh, right, because he's off the clock now.
Yeah, actually, that sounds about right for him.
We can just go to his house. We know where he lives.
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work?
Maybe he went home?
There's still one more round to go. Would he really go to a tavern in the middle of the competition?
Never mind.
Oh, here's a thought. Maybe he just went straight home. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well check it out.
Yeah, exactly. It's right there. You just teleport to a place, you go off the side, and you jump down. And it's right there.
Let's try knocking.
Knock, knock. Knock.
No answer? Maybe no one's home.
Knock harder.
Hello? Alhaitham? Are you in? We need your help with something.
I guess it's after 5.
It's you two?
Oh, Kaveh!
Kaveh, you're home.
Come on in. I'll get the door for you.
He can reveal that he's there because we already know that he's there.
No one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
Seriously, why so covert?
About this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
You just ignore them till
It's
they
fine,
go
as long
away?
as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him? Most people have better things to do.
Fair enough. So do you know where he is at the moment?
We are looking for him.
Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house.
Did you have a quarrel or
I
something?
wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything pleasant at all. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise.
Did you tell him what happened in the desert?
Him. You wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking.
What do you say?
You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman.
The impression!
Resolve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. What does he mean, manner becoming of an upperclassman?
The impression.
What, am I supposed to earn the title of upperclassman now?
I think you're focusing on the wrong part.
He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in the room of your life.
He gets angrier and angrier and the impression falls away.
Alhaitham would say.
I've had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time.
Oh dear, but we've learned that, he's not very receptive to feedback from others, Kaveh, that is. You know, if someone tries to point out that maybe there's a pattern to all these unfortunate circumstances, he responds very negatively. That kind of talk?
Anyway,
unfortunate.
the disdain is very much mutual between us.
So how do we get
I'll
through
be
to
moving
him?
out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now.
You have a
He'll to
place?
get used to doing his own cleaning and tidying from now on.
Where are you
See
gonna
those
go?
Perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility already, it certainly will be after today.
He looks so proud.
You're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Don't tell me you're spending your money assuming you'll get it back.
I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game.
Oh, okay.
I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in. It'll take me 3 days tops to move out of here for good. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the third round, I will win. I will emerge triumphant. You'll see.
I kind of feel like you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Seriously.
In what way?
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
Meaning what exactly?
Yeah, I don't think he'll make heads or tails of that.
You think I have serious personality flaws too?
We didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Faruzan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that?
Buddy.
I gave my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that?
Oh dear. Why would you feel guilty?
Well,
he doesn't feel like he deserves to win unless he earns it. Oh god.
Like that. Yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of the desert, for example. Was that really worth it?
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time. What was it you needed Alhaitham's help with, anyway?
We'd like him to help us look into Sachin.
Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently.
Oh, what'd he say?
I remember he brought a few documents home that day. He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look, but I didn't. Give me a moment. Let me go find them.
He suggested that you take a look? What kind of notes were these? Aha. Successful finding?
This is the one. Here, take it.
Excellent.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
Well, if he wasn't, he should have been here.
Taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleases.
Oh dear.
And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he just left them on the side.
But you're reading them
He
now?
doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so.
He knows them well.
Let's see what he's got on Sachin.
Something to read? Yeah! Tabletop documents. Sachin was born to a wealthy family, and his father, Rajput, was a renowned merchant in Sumeru, with many properties to his name. At the age of 9, Sachin enrolled into Vahumana and achieved excellent grades. At the age of 15, he completed all of his courses and graduated first in class, his accomplishment greatly lauded by the sages. At the age of 16, Sachin ventured out and began to research the local environment and customs. His travels took him throughout Sumeru's rainforests and deserts. When Sachin was 23 years old, his father Rajput passed away. Sachin returned to Sumeru City to take over his father's business and spent 2 years here. At the age of 25, Sachin once again ventured into the desert to conduct field research. Records show that he traveled with a caravan and lived in Eru village for a period of time. At the age of 32, Sachin returned to Sumeru City. He looked withered and weary, his mental state in shambles. Much speculation arose amongst outsiders, but Sachin locked himself in his room and did not respond. At the age of 33, Sachin entrusted all his properties to the academia and pledged to donate all proceeds to the academia. He then wrote a contract regarding the use of the proceeds and property ownership. The following is an excerpt quoted from Sachin when the contract was signed. A minimum of 30% of all revenue generated from the business will be used to fund prizes for the Inter-Darshan Championship, which will encourage young prodigies to actively participate in the competition. I will also be donating my entire collection, the most prominent item of which, the Diadem of Knowledge, will serve as a symbol of great honor in the Inter-Darshan Championship. Only the winner of the competition may wear it. In addition, the Academia is only given the right to maintain and manage my properties. Ownership of them does not belong to the Academia, nor does it belong to me. Each year, when the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, I will keep a close eye on each candidate. If I particularly identify with a participant, I will reveal myself. I will then bequeath all of my wealth to this individual whom I judge worthy of my acknowledgement. They will have the usage rights to all assets and proceeds under my name. I hope the Academia will respect any and all decisions made by that person. Okay, so this explains how the heir to the estate is not chosen once every 4 years. It's only a winner is chosen once every 4 years. And if Sachin particularly resonated with that person, then he would step forward and make them the heir. Now I'm seeing, just based on the story that we've seen so far, that I mean, there's a connection to Kaveh already. When his father passed away, you know, he came forward to continue his father's business. So kind of, it's a very small connection. So I don't know if it would be enough for Sachin to come forward, but you know, Kaveh's doing this in order to continue his father's business in terms of fulfilling his dream, you know? Anyhow, after the contract came into effect, Sachin returned to the desert to continue his investigations, but there has been no word from him since then. Many claim to have seen him in the desert, but none of such claims have been verified. 20 years have passed since then.
That was a lot of information. Paimon's getting a headache. So, to sum up, Sachin put the academia in charge of managing his estate and went off to do research, right? He even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well. Oh, that must be worth heaps and heaps of Mora.
What? Are you serious? All
I
of
wonder if
Sachin's
he can
wealth,
get the
that's
wealth without
more than I
winning.
could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's array, except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger.
No, don't spend your money again.
In Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Hey, snap out of it! You're getting way ahead of yourself there, mister!
To do it properly. So is this the sort of thing where the client is paying for a certain amount and then he's like, well, no, I want to do more. And the client says, I'm not going to pay more. And so he pays out of his own pocket so he can do more? Kaveh.
You're right. First I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages.
Oh dear.
Did Al-Haytham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he
Oh,
was
no.
thinking things over. Let's see. Two phrases have been circled. Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And diadem of knowledge.
Yeah, because he's connected to it somehow.
Plain incomprehensible. Is this written in some other language?
Kaveh?
Let me see. Huh. I recognize this script. Give me a second.
Do you know other languages too?
Lofty
Whoa.
ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate.
Wow, I'm impressed.
There's another smaller line of text underneath. Why would he bring that up?
Oh, what'd he say?
So cool that you can actually read this script!
What'd he say?
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization.
Oh, the perfect combination.
Familiarize myself a little with this script at the time.
And he's using that script now? Why?
So, any idea what Al-Haytham meant by all this?
And what was the second thing he said?
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of the world.
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here.
Let's hope Arav's made some progress.
Yeah, he better catch those crooks. But until then, let's just head out for a stroll.
A stroll? You want to go for a stroll? Sorry, the Al-Haytham was really ironic. Okay, so that's clearly not the end there. We'll have to move on to the next part. We're learning so much about Kaveh. I'm loving this, actually. He's definitely... It's incredible how, at the beginning of this event, I was like, yeah, it would make sense. He would just say, oh, it's you, to seeing us, because we've basically just met the guy. But now I'm like, oh my god. Like, I can't fix you. I don't know what you need to hear at this point, buddy, but I would die for you. Oh my goodness. That's really good writing. I'm also loving, of course, we got to see more about Layla. I'm really enjoying Farazan as well. I think she's really neat. This is great. Because I have her, so I'm going to feel happier playing her. And same with Kaveh. I have all of them, actually. Oh, I'm so happy right now. We have to move on, but definitely getting some keys of the puzzle here. I feel like Sachin's probably dead, but he like transferred his consciousness or copied his consciousness into the diadem, maybe? We still don't know where he bought it from. It's just that he purchased it. So what? Do you think some, like, I don't think any academia, because he purchased it and they gave it to the academia. I don't think any academia people would be selling it in the first place. And also, it would make no sense if they sold it and then they gave it back. So I think maybe he got it from some people who found it in the desert, maybe in some ruins. That's my current guess. And that might explain why it's some sort of technology that's able to maintain a ghost, possibly. Or if it belonged to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, maybe it's connected to dreams. Who knows? I'm loving this. This is really fun. Let's get on to the next one.
Ah, you're here. Sorry, I was just about to send someone to inform you. I only just finished interrogating the suspects.
What'd you find?
What did you find out?
Oh.
Well, lots of unexpected details, let's put it that way. The mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch. We just had someone dress up as Sachin and they took the bait.
No, that would work.
Then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation, we
Ooh.
learned that they were hired by Sachin's own child.
Oh, so that the inheritance couldn't go to some winner of the competition.
What's up with that?
It's anybody's guess at this point.
Makes sense to me.
In any event, apparently the guys we caught are just the tip of the iceberg. Most of them are still snooping around outside the city. We're diverting manpower as we speak to try and round them all up. Would you like to come along?
We're kind of busy, but also yes.
Bottom of all this.
Oh, nice. Cool. Okay, guess we've got time.
Boss, we got more company.
Where is this? Huh. Must be an angle I'm not used to.
We're just doing what we were paid to do. You're punishing the wrong people here. You want the real culprit? It's this guy. He hired us to kidnap Sachin.
Oh, he's there. How helpful.
What happened?
Angry noises.
Who beat you all up?
Wait, you mean you aren't with them?
With who? Who did this?
It wasn't the Matra?
First there was this flying brat.
Oh.
Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches. After that, some guy wearing green
I'll
came
hate
along
them.
and interrogated us for a bit.
It's a wanderer, and then I'll hate them.
Information I needed. This is the one who masterminded this whole plot. Jawani, Sachin's son. If you have any questions for him, now's your chance to ask them. When you're done, I'm arresting them all and taking them back to the academia for further interrogation.
Why'd you do it? And also,
You hire people to kidnap Sachin.
and is your dad a ghost?
What do you think? 20 years ago, he upped and left to go and live a carefree life, not giving a second thought for my welfare. As if that's not bad enough already, he went and put his entire fortune in the care of the academia, along with a contract saying that one day he'd pass it all on to a genius he admired.
You know, this guy has the potential to be an interesting foil to Kaveh, but we don't know if Kaveh's parents left behind a fortune that he can't inherit, you know?
That's my inheritance.
But they
My
definitely have
rights.
two different
You
worldviews
expect me to
already.
sit back and watch it go to someone else? If he won't give me what's mine, I'll just have to take it from him.
Were you seriously planning
Of
to...
course. Didn't he say he would be here somewhere, watching the championship from the shadows? So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. And if the academia doesn't agree to hand over the goods, I make him publicly announce that I'm his chosen genius.
So, did you find him?
No, the old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's probably cooped up somewhere watching all this go on and laughing to himself.
You know, that timeline that we read didn't mention anything about having a son, did it? It'd be really funny if this guy wasn't even his son, was just pretending so he could get the inheritance.
I already thought he'd gone mad 20 years ago. And who knows what a madman's truly capable of.
What do you know about the Diadem of Knowledge?
You mean that thing he donated to the academia?
Yeah, that thing.
Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. He sold a lot of assets to purchase it back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Weird things started happening after he brought it home, too.
Oh, yeah?
For example, sometimes we'd hear a high-pitched voice coming from the storage room.
The previous ghost?
Before donating it to the academia, he once shut himself in that same storeroom and researched it non-stop for days.
You know, it could not be a ghost. It could just be that it has the ability to record messages. Maybe the idea is it's a diadem of wisdom because you can tell it things, and then it can carry that information to the next person who has it. Sort of like passing down wisdom, you know? Well, why would he record a message like that?
By that point, nothing he did shocked me.
Unless it was an accident.
What do you mean something wrong with him?
But then why would the diadem be so spooky? It was spooky when it grabbed us back at the beginning.
Memory of it, since I was very young at the time. But I have the impression that he went out into the desert for research and didn't return for many years. When he finally did return, he was a changed person. He would mumble incomprehensibly and write essays day and night. I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays with him. When he got back, he signed his contract with the academia. Part of me wonders whether he'd already stopped being my father by that point.
Oh.
Perhaps the man we called Sachin was a demon from the desert who was wearing his skin.
Definitely sounds like he was obsessed with something, but I don't know if I'd go that far.
Stop now. You're creeping Paimon out.
You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me. I told you all I know. But if you do see Sachin, tell him this for me. Whatever it is that he's researching out there, he'll always be garbage in my eyes.
Oh dear.
You finished? In that case, come with us. Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Thanks for providing us with the critical information. Do you still have any lingering concerns?
The diadem of knowledge.
Yeah, Alhaitham's notes do mention that item.
What do you know about it?
Alhaitham looked into this matter. Understood. Well, if you believe there to be an issue with the diadem, I'd suggest contacting the organizers and getting them to pause the competitions while we investigate.
That makes sense. Okay then, let's get back to the venue. We need to tell Karina what's going on.
Yeah, they'll probably let us check it out if we ask nicely.
Karina!
We are kind of
You're finally
part of
back.
the committee now. Hi, did something happen while we were gone?
Ben, I looked everywhere for you. The third round's already started.
Oh dear.
We were out capturing some bad guys who wanted to kidnap Sachin.
We were also off having our own adventure.
It's not important right now. We think there might be something wrong with the Diadem of Knowledge, and we'd like to investigate it.
Is it here? Is it back in the city?
The diadem? That seems unlikely. The Diadem of Knowledge has been used in every extravaganza over the last 2 decades, always without incident. Why has this come up now?
Some new information has come to light.
This is pretty serious. Let me think. Okay, here's the situation. The diadem is currently in Mount Ima Forest. We moved it there before the third round began. In the third round, contestants have to go into Mount Ima Forest, find the diadem, bring it back, and place it on the stand.
Oh dear.
The first person to do this gets 4 points.
So it's part of the
Considering
final
how close the
trial.
scores are
Oh
between our
yikes.
contestants, whoever
This will be
wins this round is
interesting.
very likely to be the winner of the whole competition. As such, I suspect competition to be very fierce. You might not make it in time.
We have to give it a shot. We could teleport there.
The diadem's location for you. Please head there immediately. Let's hope nothing happens.
I appreciate her taking us seriously even though she doesn't think anything's wrong. You're a real one. Let's go track this down.
Looks like
Ooh.
Layla sees the diadem.
Oh, cool. Layla's winning.
Getting to the goal won't be easy.
Wait, this is adorable. How are the commentators seeing this, though? Oh my god, her shield! And that's her E-skill, isn't it? The music.
That guy enters the fray.
How did he get that out of her shield? Oh, I love seeing characters use their fighting skills in a cutscene. Oh, it's triangular, like the devices. Oh, flip! Oh my god, that spin was so smooth! What is that? A Sino!
Farazan's device has gone haywire.
Oh dear.
The competition is heating up.
Yeah.
And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
Did he just land on him? No, don't get distracted. Don't try to help her. Whoa! Nice catch! Now that was lucky. This music is really good. Get your opening. Oh dear. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
It's Kave's
Oh!
throwing back to its owner.
Oh my god, nice catch! I thought for sure that would be Cynos. Oh my god, you're so close. Oh no, what's gonna go wrong? Oh no. Oh no, it's all going wrong!
Yes, that's right. Put the diadem in place.
What'll happen if he does?
All you desire.
That would be bad.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head!
I am confident that you will not disappoint me.
Ooh, what does he need out of all this?
What just happened to me?
Or is he really just looking for someone similar?
Something's wrong.
What'll happen? Is he gonna possess him? Is that why it's like, oh, I'll give it all to the person that I think is the best, and he'll just choose someone that he thinks he can possess and like come back to life as? What is going on? He seems nice. What's wrong, Cyno?
At long last, someone to inherit my estate, and with it, my research.
So you do want them to do something for you.
Kaveh, come to me, my child.
What the heck? That's a little weird, dude. You just
Do you
met.
know my name? Who are you?
Where did everyone else go?
I am Sachin.
Oh, there's Alhaitham.
Well, to be precise, I am but a fragment of Sachin's mind.
Okay.
Fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met.
Who?
But you are made of sterner stuff than he. More cognizant of the trials and tribulations of this world. It is you who are worthy to inherit all that I once owned.
Just based on themes, could it be Kaveh's dad? Maybe?
For the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance. So please, pay attention and bear witness.
Children
You have all
plural?
performed outstandingly in this Interdarshan Championship. The Academia has many rare talents among its ranks, and you are the creme of the creme. But if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh. Not only because you were victorious, but also due to our similarities in character.
Why do I feel like something's gonna happen? Is he gonna turn it down? Because he can't do the research and he'd feel guilty?
Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the misfortune to be idealists. And that is the source of our misery.
Idealism.
28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Alas, endless strife and slaughter.
Strife and slaughter? Where were you?
Conflict over water sources. Robbing of merchant caravans. Exploitation of the people relentlessly, day after day. Beyond the wall of Samiel lay a completely different world from the one I knew. The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately to find a way to save them.
So that's what he was trying to research, how to help them?
So, did you find a way?
No.
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use Vahumana knowledge to find the answer. I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, and even sought out the scholars living deep in the desert who called themselves the Lost Darshan.
The Order of Skeptics!
But in the end, I found that the answer I sought simply did not exist. It was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions to any one party, for the sins are carved into humanity's very nature. Our nature begets conflict, and conflict begets destruction. This is the inexorable truth.
Where have I heard that before?
The aim of
I
my
swear I've
research
heard
was
that
to draw
before.
lessons from history. But what I discovered was that history offers no such guidance. Things can only ever go from bad to worse.
And that's what we heard him say earlier.
After this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of emptiness, I could no longer bear to face life. And so, I decided to bring my life to an end.
Oh no.
But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experiences before requesting that the Academia manage my estate.
Okay, so basically exactly what we were
As I
expecting.
thought, the contract you signed with the Academia was in essence your will. But if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
Find somebody else to keep
I have
searching.
performed a great many experiments concerning human nature. You may regard this as the very last experiment of them all. The Academia has no shortage of genius talents, nurturing the brightest minds of every generation. And so, with a handsome reward to draw out the worthiest of individuals, my hope was that one day I would find one who could untangle the mystery of human nature once and for all, and help to move the world onto a better path.
That's interesting, because funnily enough, I think one place where Kaveh kind of struggles is with social intelligence, maybe emotional intelligence. He's very good at being polite. It seems like he's very good at making friends. He seems quite charismatic. But he has a hard time understanding other people's true motivations, it seems like. Just from what I've seen so far. So I'm curious if he's really what Sachin is looking for. Someone who can untangle the mystery of human nature.
So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a person would have a clearer understanding of humanity, society, and the world.
Well, he definitely does have that going for him, though.
Huh? But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
You are highly intelligent, yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment, part of my investigation into human nature. Whether my successor suffers as a consequence of my research, or succumbs to an indulgence in pleasure-seeking, my research will have progressed.
But then where will you be? They'll have all your power and
I grieve the fundamental
you'll be a
sickness of the world.
fragment.
I regret the unbearable weight of its history, and I lament the research that I failed to complete. And this, Kaveh, my dear child, is why you will be of great utility to me.
You're absolutely certain that you want to give me everything you owned? For me to do with as I please?
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the journey that I could not.
Suspicious. I don't know. No, I don't think so.
The verdict I reached caused you suffering, or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer.
You're putting such a burden on him. Oh!
I've heard enough! My life's enough of a mess already.
Oh dear.
The last thing I need is more suffering.
Oh dear.
Mora, I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain?
Oh, it would break his heart if he went there.
Your wealth can go to them.
Okay. He's smiling. That's a pretty straightforward answer. Your wealth can go to them.
I guess that'll be the end of that.
Kaveh.
Does this mean no more championships?
Are you all right? Any physical discomfort?
Of course, Tainari would ask.
Fine.
You do not sound fine!
Thanks, Tainari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh.
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed the task prior to that. According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him the winner of the Interdarshan Championship.
Best of both worlds?
And Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the rights to inherit the entirety of his estate. For the avoidance of debt, can you confirm that it is your intention to donate all of Sachin's wealth?
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better. Rejecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I, we're not the same.
Well,
all right. As the scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file.
Oh, Hatham sounds so approving, but here's the thing. If he donates all the money, I do love that is such a, a direct solution. Like, hey, if you hated all this suffering and you thought the world was horrible, why don't you use all this wealth that you've gained in order to combat it? That's beautiful. But at the same time, it's kind of a stopgap measure. If, people are suffering for a reason, you can alleviate their suffering, but if you don't alleviate the reasons, it'll happen again. So I'm like, could you put the money to use building systems that would help those people? And, could Kaveh be the person to lead that project? I don't know. He probably has the technical knowledge for at least infrastructure that could help with certain things, like, water shortages and whatnot. But at the same time, I do think it would harm him personally, because he would see all that suffering and he would not be able to help with all of it. So in terms of his arc, probably best that he didn't throw himself off that deep end. And at the same time, if he says, hey, let's take all this money and give it to those people, then those people can use it to build the systems that they need, because they know what their problems are, so they can put that money to work and come up with solutions themselves. And they actually might like that idea better, because I think the people in the desert, if they're given the money and then given their own agency to decide what to do with it, that could work out really well. I just hope that it's enough money to make a dent, because there's so much suffering in this world. It's true, we've seen a lot of it, and it'll take a lot of funds to fix that if you want to approach it from a financial standpoint. Anyways.
The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine.
This is good, I guess.
I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer. We won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps.
I guess, yeah, since he inherited the estate, he does have the right to say the championships will continue. I don't know if they'll have as big of a prize at the end, but, if anything, the academia might be conveyed, or the academia could be convinced to put up some money for the winner's pot, because it's such a good event for them,
Sachin's words can only cause pain, but not anymore. No one else has to hear them now. We're all scholars here. I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine by me. I'll bear that responsibility.
He's finally putting his foot down, but...
And, well, it's the only thing I can do.
But in another self-sacrificing way.
Said. What you've expressed is a sense of justice and idealism that many aspire to, but few dare follow through with.
Wow, sounds like praise.
Despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous. You have long been aware of what your flaws are, but your pride alone prevents you from admitting it.
Pride and prejudice?
Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech. Contestant Kaveh, on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to congratulate you on your victory.
So in the end, you won?
Please, I don't need your insincere praise. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your commentary focused on the competition, not my views.
Again, with the misunderstanding of intent.
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the award ceremony.
Wow.
Thank you all for your excellent performance. And that
what a
brings
whirlwind.
this year's Interdarshan Championship to a close.
My sincere hope is that we'll get to see Sachin's funds being put to good use, and we'll get to see some positive impacts from that. That would be really nice. Or at least hear how it's going to be put towards a brighter future.
Finally, it gives me great pleasure to invite our champion, Kaveh, to the stage to receive his award.
Yay! Yay!
Typically at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award.
But the champion broke the diadem.
We have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate and made the decision to donate it all to charitable causes.
Sachin's estate is getting donated?
So much, Mora. And he gave it all up?
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the chance to change their lives for the better. Of course, without the diadem and prize money to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you like to say a few words, Kaveh? I'm sure many of our audience, like myself, are curious to learn why you decided to give all this wealth away.
He doubled it and gave it to the next person.
Not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won, even though I'd say luck played a big part in that. As for why I want to give the Mora away, I don't support Sachin's views, and I don't want to take his Mora. With a lot of things in life, people need to experience them for themselves. It shouldn't be up to one person to make a judgment on. Not him, and not me either.
Wow.
Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated topics. So, I guess that's all. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Wow. Nation of wisdom indeed.
Just one moment.
What do you have?
Well, this is a short and sweet award ceremony. We do still have a prize to present you with. Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card.
The card!
Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals you submit.
And the funding opportunity and such. The things.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for project proposals, forget it.
Farazan's name down.
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over. Let's give our champion Kaveh one last big round of applause.
He's gonna give the card to Sino too, isn't he? Does he know Sino? Does he know that he likes TCG?
Get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live in luxury for my entire life.
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on, we've still got the whole Wisdom Gala to explore.
There were some really deep thoughts that Kaveh was hinting at there. I just love how they've added so much to his characterization.
Glad that's over. I think I'm
With
quite
this
good
event.
at giving speeches, but this one was just so tiring.
That was great.
Do you mean that you're still exhausted from the competition? Honestly, you don't look happy at all, but whatever else happened, you're the champion, you know? Don't you think you should be proud of that?
For some reason, I think he feels guilty.
Oh, wait.
Of course, here we go.
He wanted the card, didn't he? And now I have it, right here.
Here we go.
You're gonna give it to him? But if it's a rare one, you should be able to make a tidy sum of more off it.
He would hate the feeling.
It's of no use to me whatsoever. I may as well just give it to him. Could you pass it on to him for me when you next see him?
He's right there.
Whoa, this is a super big deal. You should do it yourself. Come on, let's go find Sino.
Oh, he's gonna be so happy. Maybe that will finally give Kaveh the sense of
But I was gonna
achievement
rest for a while longer.
that he deserves.
Hey, stop pulling my hair!
To Paimon pull him away by his hair.
What you looking at, Sino?
His regrets.
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue. What brings you here?
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I figured you'd have more use for it than I.
But it's a limited edition. Are you sure you want to give it to me?
He can't believe his ears.
What else would I do with it? I have no use for it.
Oh, he's so touched.
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong and I will help.
Does he think he's being bribed?
Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this card. I'll figure my own issues out by myself.
All right. In that case, I accept your generosity.
He's so happy. Kaveh's so open about his
Now that I
life being in
realize that I have no
shambles.
concept of its value.
This poor
I
guy.
cannot simply take it from you. How about this? I shall buy it from you at a fair price. Namely, the price that the previous limited edition card sold for.
Sino's offering to buy it.
It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
300,000.
1 million more at the very least.
I was off.
How much?
A million, Laura?
If you feel that's too low, I can go a little higher.
I'm speechless. Do it, Sino.
Laura, for a card? But you already have a whole bunch of these, shiny ones, don't you? I saw your deck last time we played.
You even played
Not
with him.
Every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed, but not rare.
Huh. Well, I guess they must pay you plenty to be General Mahamatra if you're splashing out on things like this.
This is just his
But
deepest
really,
passion.
It's fine. I'd feel
No!
more from a friend.
You're a chance comic, but at the same time, I do really worry how good he is at handling his money. It seems like he spends it pretty readily. But you need to learn to budget.
Don't feel bad.
This man's whole life stresses me out.
I can spare the Mora for this card.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you?
You
should watch that, you know.
You
definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living with debt is miserable.
This feels very ironic for you to be
You're
saying.
speaking from personal experience.
Exactly.
I guess you've been through a lot?
Oh, they're becoming friends.
I don't want to talk about it.
Right before our eyes.
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, I, Sino, will take this precious card, and it shall join the Deck of Destiny.
The Deck of Destiny.
Kaveh, come with me in a few moments to collect the Mora. Thanks to you, I have achieved my goal for participating in this tournament.
I'm glad he's going
All
to
right,
insist
if you
on paying him,
insist.
though.
Far be it from me to refuse your courtesy any further.
Sino's a good guy, too.
At least I'll be able to keep on top of my bills this month. Maybe I'll even have some left over.
You spend 1 million Mora
Let me treat you all to a
in a
meal.
month?
Bring Tainari and Kale, too.
And now you're spending your Mora immediately?
All's well that ends well.
No, he's gonna pay for everyone's dinner.
Paimon wonders how the other
He doesn't know how much you can eat, Paimon.
with them, shall we? Since we're guest commentators and all.
Paimon, this poor man needs.
I'm
needs...
telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from
Savings.
me on what to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting edge by everyone in the academia.
I thought it was 100 years ago,
Really?
though.
Well, then, sure, Madame Farzan.
You know what I just noticed?
Maybe you could pick out a few fashionable outfits for us.
Please show me Farzan again.
Farazan, Nilu, even Dia and Candace are here. What are you all up to?
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling through the streets. Madame Farzan here's.
Oh, it's a really bad angle, but you see her necklace? She's got the X, and then she's got a little pendant on top of it. The pendant is like the split eye symbol. It's the same one that Sino wears.
Pretty friendly. When she heard that we were buying clothes, she decided to give us some help.
Yeah, right there.
See anything I'm familiar with? Never mind. We can purchase some textiles and make the clothes ourselves. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base, and embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some green leaves.
Hopefully it looks
Wait a
okay.
sec. You sure that's the latest style? That sounds a lot like what the older folks back home would wear.
Oh, they don't know she's from 100 years ago.
This style is a timeless classic.
Are you sure?
No thanks. This is actually sounding pretty weird.
Wait. Madame Farzan's right. That style is a classic and used to be mainstream fashion. But these days, there are some other options too. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone? It's not often that we get to meet up, especially since Candace rarely makes it to Sumeru City. Also, I know a few places where I can get a great bargain.
Classic Neely.
Sure. I'm happy to leave it to you.
I'll come with you to have a look. One always has to keep on top of what the youth of today are into.
I like how her bracelets are like rulers, basically.
Come quick! She's over here!
They look like tools, and I think that's neat.
Who are you?
Who are they? Wait, researchers! You want to join her?
We saw
Excellent.
all the amazing things you did during the competition. Do you have any classes we could sign up for?
Of course I do. And you're both very welcome to join.
Oh, excellent. She got her wish.
Great! We can't wait. What's your area of research? Precision mechanics?
Here we go.
I'm from Haravatat.
Is that...
Huh? But you seem like an expert in machines. Wait, sorry. I remember now. You were representing the Haravatat Darshan in the championship.
And you're from Kasharwa, aren't you? Look at your
So boring,
symbol.
though. I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me know if you run any other classes in the future. I'll be there.
Oh dear, you don't even know what her classes are about. But didn't her little splash blurb even say machines?
What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
I think you're amazing, Madame Farazan, and I'd like to learn from you for a while, if possible.
Oh,
I
good.
can take the class you're teaching as an option, even though cross-Darshan lessons might be a little tough to arrange. But I look forward to learning from you.
Nice.
I see.
Just got a committed
You're a
one,
good
too.
egg, child. Don't worry. Study under me, and I promise you, you will get the best teaching available.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I won't disturb you any further. See you in class.
So even though her, like, special quirk is that she was frozen in time, kind of, for 100 years, it does seem like she was a genius in her own time, and now as well, that she's popped back out. Because she has to have survived that ruin that trapped her for so long, even though it was only however long it was from her perspective. And also that one that she fell into earlier, she got out of it within an evening, which is apparently quite impressive.
Understand what happened
So she
there,
probably is really
but
talented.
Congratulations, I think.
She got the researcher she wanted!
Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out some clothes?
Will I get to actually wear them?
We've got a meal with Kaveh later, and we have to check in with all the other contestants before then.
Do we have to? Our job is over.
Have any of you seen Hat Guy or Layla?
But I do want to.
I don't know where Hat Guy went. We just saw Layla not too long ago.
I do want to know what he was up to.
But
He
she
beat
was
up the
hidden
guy's
with
son, so...
students, so we didn't get a chance to speak with her.
Is that what he was plotting
Are
about?
you gonna go and see what she's up to?
The diadem?
Talahis students. They must be the ones who voted for her to enter the competition, right? Oh, she didn't end up winning, so Paimon wonders how they feel about that. Let's go take a peek.
How you doing, Layla?
I'm sorry, everyone. I could have done better in the third round.
She had the crown first.
Stop it. If you're going to beat yourself up after doing as well as you did, how bad does that make us look, huh? Heck, it's not like any of us had the guts to enter the championship.
I didn't see the whole thing, but you were the only contestant who scored points in both the first 2 rounds, right? And I heard that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close to winning the competition.
That's right.
Aw, I just got lucky, I think.
That can't be true. You had some really stiff competition out there. The renowned Tainari from Amorta, even Sino the General Mahamatra was there. You're amazing, all of you.
Yeah, imagine going up against Sino as a student.
Achievement.
Terrifying.
The way I see it, people aren't exaggerating one bit with the nicknames they give you. You are a genuine genius.
Aw, thanks a lot. But I really don't think I qualify as a genius. In the second round, for instance, I dozed off and somehow found myself beside the device when I came to.
Oh, is she going to
Come on,
learn
don't be so hard on yourself.
the truth?
We've decided we're taking you out to celebrate, and that's final.
Aw.
Let's go.
Seems like her classmates
Cheer
are really
up,
sweet,
Layla.
actually.
The rest of today's all about you.
Looks like things are going well for Layla. This is great.
This is.
We haven't seen Hat Guy since the end of the competition. Oh well, it's almost mealtime.
No.
Let's go meet up with Kaveh and Sino now.
Don't. Oh well, me? I want to see him. Oh, that's Paimon's mushroom
Are you
lord.
sure you have enough to cover this? Don't blow it all at once.
God, I don't cover this meal.
Worry. I budgeted very carefully, and this is well within my means.
Are you sure?
Count of how many times you've treated me. It's high time I return the favor. Oh, Traveler, Paimon, over here.
How about we split?
Ooh, look at all this. Good food, here we come.
It's
I
5
heard that
adults
you went
and
to see the other
Paimon.
Contestants. How's everyone doing?
Or at least 5 people in Paimon. I think Kali's still a teenager.
Layla's classmates are bowled over by how well she did. We couldn't find Hat Guy, though. Who knows where he's gone?
He's behind you.
Alhaitham's gone missing in action, too.
Ooh.
The one time I'm actually in a good enough mood to treat him to a nice meal, he disappears without a trace. That guy. Where the heck could he have gone? I still have questions about that note he left.
Oh, so do I. What was the second thing he said?
He can do what he wants. Now, let's eat.
Paimon has her own chair. I'm so happy. One day she'll rest. Stop floating.
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but at the time I was expecting at least some amount of deliberation.
Sachin's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up. I could feel his emotions, too. It was a mix of despair and horror swirling around inside my mind.
That doesn't
He
sound
bombarded
fun.
me with his ideas relentlessly, like he was trying to brainwash me. It gave me a splitting headache that only got worse as he went on.
Yeah, it's kind of like, a decision made based on those emotions is very likely not going to be a good one, so...
Like I was saying at the
didn't
time,
want to go along with
his
it.
views are not necessarily completely without value. But if all his research does is lead to misfortune, then we're probably better off without it.
If his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer, the Matra would step in and ban it.
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth. But that wouldn't have been your style.
Yeah, definitely not.
I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate. He chose you. That means he knew what he was doing.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good
That seems
thing.
pretty fair to me.
It means that you have integrity.
Thank you.
Yeah, really.
Oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing I hate
Delivery!
now.
Oh wait, I have to hear that again.
It means that you have integrity.
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. You get me, Kale. It's a good thing Alhaitham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Seems like you always include him in the conversation, even when he isn't here.
No dinner with Kaveh is complete without a few words about Alhaitham.
Is that so?
I sense that Alhaitham has in fact been here with us all along.
Is he here?
Where? Why didn't you tell me?
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
Are you allowed to say that? That's such like a real world meme. I can't believe.
That was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
What is that noise?
Good thing you didn't say that before we started eating. That would have killed the mood in a heartbeat.
All right, enough
That was terrifying.
Tainari, did you achieve what you wanted out of the championship?
I did, in the first round, in fact. Word of mouth proved very effective. I spoke to a handful of people, they told their friends, and so on. Now, a record number of people have signed up to attend the next lecture.
Congrats.
Oh, are you free next month? You should come along, maybe even say a few words.
About what? I don't know the first thing about anything Amorta related.
Just play to your strengths. For instance, you could talk about the distinguishing features of rainforest architecture, or ask everyone not to chop down too many trees the next time they're building a house.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Sure, I'll make time.
Buddy.
Has everyone had enough to eat? I can order more if anyone's still hungry.
Do you really have the time?
Thanks. Paimon's super full, too.
Wow.
If only we could eat like this every day.
Oh, I'm glad she's
yeah,
happy.
We should do this more often. Work will always be there, but seeing friends is important too. This is a good restaurant. Let's definitely come here again.
What's about to happen?
Sounds good. We should
Something's
pick
about
a
to
few
happen.
other places as backup options.
Are we
though.
about to get banned?
There are other good places around here, too? Oh, and don't forget to invite us if you go. There's nothing we love more than good food.
Wow, ended peacefully.
It looks like this
Thank
Interdarship
goodness.
Championship's a wrap.
It really felt like they were setting up some twists.
Sachin and the diadem got sorted, too. Have you still got anything else on your mind?
Sachin's research. Yeah, because it's like, it seems like he was researching for a good cause. But I guess the point they're trying to make is the way that he went about it was unhealthy and unhelpful. And unproductive, too. Even he said that he could never find any solution or any answers. And then, to say little of the fact that he tried to force someone into the same path as him.
Oh, right. Yeah, Sachin said that he placed his research materials at somewhere beginning with but Kaveh smashed the diadem of knowledge before he could finish.
Probably not the academia.
It might be
Probably not
dangerous if
Eru.
someone finds his old research stash,
Maybe
right?
Eru, never mind.
Where do you think it could be?
Our village?
Holy smokes, you're right! He said he spent all that time researching in the desert, didn't he? So it's very possible that that's where he'd leave all his notes.
Should we go check it out?
Then, let's head off to Aru Village and try our luck!
Again with the luck. I suppose that's where Hat Guy and Alhaitham are. Nah, got one of them. Don't tell me you were reading the research.
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Alhaitham, what are you doing here? And what are you reading?
The look from the traveler.
Sachin's notes? Yes. I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his research.
It would be so interesting if Alhaitham decides to pick it up and carry it on, but in a very different, very Alhaitham way. That would be a really nice twist, I think.
I never would have agreed to being a commentator.
Oh, that's why he was there.
A fragment of his mind, and sure enough, I came here and found his research.
Wait, so you've read it already? Are you alright? How do you feel?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity that these notes seek to convey.
And you can't, so you're
With
unaffected?
these sentiments would suffer and begin to think of history as bleak, the present as perplexing, and the future as pessimistic. Empathy is a double-edged sword. Clearly, I am not the same sort of person as Sachin was. Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain societal advantages. But this also makes it hard for them to achieve their goals.
Why's that?
Interesting point he's making. They care too much about other
All
people,
important
basically.
things in life involve other people. As such, it's extremely difficult to live a life that causes no harm whatsoever to others.
Yeah.
If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies along the way. Not everyone can deal with that reality.
And in Alhaitham's case, in Kave's case, it's as simple as, in order for him to achieve his goals, he has to prioritize himself over other people, sometimes, if not most of the time. And he finds that very difficult, because even if it's just saying, okay, I'll take the points instead of Farzan, that creates such a sense of... Wow, why am I talking like I know Kaveh? At least this is my perspective of him after watching this event. It seems like accepting and acting upon the need to prioritize himself sometimes, even in such a small instance, like accepting the points over giving them to Farzan, causes him so much guilt that he can't bear to do it. And that's kind of what Alhaitham's talking about here with this double-edged sword thing.
And that reality is like the material here. Objective, heavy, negative. But, at the end of the day, for all these experiment results and conclusions, it's just one person's perspective, Sachin's.
So, what are your thoughts now that you've read it?
As a scholar, Sachin was without a doubt a genius. He laid the blame for the darkness in the world squarely on humanity, experimented extensively with reliable results, and drew logical conclusions. In that sense, one might say his views were correct.
So, people are bad? And things can only ever get worse? All of that's true?
That is not a question for me to answer. Someone else will arrive shortly.
Oh, yeah?
You can ask them instead. All I will say is that the world is not built on correctness alone. Sometimes, being correct means nothing at all.
Wow. Those words you wrote among your notes.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can.
Make the changes
By their
where
own
you
choice,
can.
The idealist seeks to bring happiness to
Oh,
all while denying themselves the same.
This is the second thing.
They shall never reach even the borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that blinds them.
By their own choice, the idealist seeks to bring happiness to all, while denying themselves the same. Thus they shall never reach even the borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that binds them. Interesting. Oh dear. I can definitely see that first half applying to Kaveh, but the second half of it, I want more context. Also, do you think just a small side note, the person who's about to walk up is almost undoubtedly the Wanderer, in which case, don't you think he's a great example of things will not always get worse? I would say he's gotten better. You know, that gave me so much happiness to see him change over the course of Inversion of Genesis. So he and other things we've done, but mostly his story so far is proof that things can get better. Oh, and the Aranara storyline as well.
I've never been able to agree with certain philosophies. Even Sachin himself struggled to comprehend the notion of sacrificing oneself for the greater good. But sadly, all viewpoints will find their supporters, and the way we see the world largely decides our fates.
Interesting.
All right then. I got what I came for. These research materials are yours to look after. I'll be off.
You really just read them because he was curious.
So you came here just to read this stuff? You missed out on a big get-together, you know.
He probably knows.
Get-together? Ah, yes, that makes sense. This is a good opportunity for that sort of thing.
No, he didn't even realize. Funny.
Kaveh treated everyone this time.
Then I'm sure he
Unfortunately.
packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
Oh, he would, though. He's so nice.
Well, it seems like he really wasn't affected by this research.
I wonder what he'll do with the information, if anything.
He said that someone else would answer our questions. Who do you think that'll be?
That guy? Where are you at? Come here. You wait around near the research materials. Nihita! I was wondering if we'd get to see her, if she'd come along.
Traveler, Paimon, you're already here.
Hi, Nihita.
Nihita! Oh, and that guy. Wait, so you asked him to take part in the championship?
Of course.
Yes, it was me. Are you surprised?
Actually, not really.
Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem from the start? And if so, why didn't you switch it out for another one?
Oh yes, for my stack of diadems I keep for this sort of thing.
He spent his entire life researching this topic, and these materials are a result of that. These are the crystallization of his wisdom. Yes, I was worried that the material might cause some disruption, but I didn't want to wipe away all his hard work searching for the truth. So instead, I had Hat Guy here help me keep an eye on things.
He looks so pleased.
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that now.
Why? Don't you like it?
Is it untrue? You have a nickname.
Anyway, if Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle his research, or if it had brought pain to more people, he would have intervened at a suitable moment.
But he didn't
And
need
after
to.
all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty hilarious.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn how to interact with people normally. But it looks like that didn't work out.
That wasn't necessary.
Baby steps.
I'm still paying you back for your help. And the last thing I need is more reasons to be indebted to you.
Nita!
Piece by piece, small changes.
Sachin's research is not mistaken. Does that mean that you approve of his research? Put it this way instead. Truth to me is like a shroom boar.
Oh, I like those guys.
Some people only see the mushroom on the shroom boar's back, and they conclude that the shroom boar is a mushroom. Others see only the shroom boar's body, and they declare that the shroom boar is a boar. Still others look deeper inside, and determine that the shroom boar is meat. These conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objectively describe the shroom boar. Paimon kinda gets it, but also not really.
He has a piece of the
world
puzzle,
is
you're
no
trying to
way.
say?
No one, not even I included, can understand it in its entirety. All of us are somewhere on the path toward truth. Within the confines of our limited knowledge, some may blindly believe in the beauty of this world, and others may focus only on its evils. In truth, the most important thing isn't what state the world is in now, but what people hope it will become. But of course, I don't mean that as a criticism or a call to action. Ultimately, my duty as the God of Wisdom is to guide every form of wisdom to a place where it can find its purpose.
That was a long speech.
Interesting.
So what are you actually going to do with these research materials?
Eat them.
Because Kaveh, as the successor of this research, does not wish to see these ideas disseminated, I will seal it up. But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building block of the truth. If someone wishes to follow in his footsteps in the future, I will not stop them.
A piece of the
I
puzzle.
also look forward to the day that a member of the Vahumana Darshan can not only comprehend his theories, but also find a way out from the despair as well.
Vahumana doesn't have that kind of talent. Wait, you're not intending to keep me in Vahumana long term, are you? I don't remember signing up to become a scholar. Don't you think I'm useful enough to you as a prisoner?
Oh boy, here we go again. You think so? Well, to that, I would say that in Sumeru, even prisoners have a right to an education.
Nice
I hope
response.
that your studies in Vahumana will help you deal with your own fate and learn how best to settle old debts from your past.
She's sending him to school.
I'll review your final thesis myself. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Hat Guy.
I love Fajita. Oh my god, it's like that last interaction between the two of them was such mom and her teenage son vibes. Oh my god, that was amazing. Okay. I loved that. I loved that whole thing. If you can't tell, I loved that. That was incredible. I love how, surprisingly philosophical it got. I really enjoyed that. I sure hope Kave's okay after buying everyone dinner. Oh my god. Wow, I'm like invested, haha, pun intended. How do you feel about that, Sino? In Kave's financial situation now. I didn't realize it was such a thing from their conversation at the end of the Archon quest. They hinted at it, but now I'm realizing it's... Wow. Kave has a whole life. I love how much Genshin will develop just random, you could almost say side or background characters, because Farazan, Layla, Kave, none of them really appeared in the Archon quest. Kave just popped up at the end. I love how much history and personality and emotional depth they get. Definitely this event focused on Kave, of course. He had his time to shine. But it was so well done. And I love that they did it. That's really neat. That's super cool. I don't know if I have any more thoughts. That was just wow. One of those events, or one of those stories that reminds me of just the power of choice. You can just choose in any moment who you want to be and what you want to do. Sometimes that's just how you have to face a difficult choice. And I guess what really defines Kave is that he's really true to his ideals. Which is fascinating. It's... Because obviously, Al-Haytham is there to be the clear comparison. They're very... I would say that they're foils, but they're very intricate foils. It's not so black and white as Kave's an idealist and Al-Haytham's a realist. But they do have themes of logic and emotion. I don't know, I just think it's really well written because of the fact that you can keep interrogating it for a long time. You can keep thinking about it and picking them apart as characters and as a duo. That was so cool. I kind of appreciated that Al-Haytham also wasn't like a big focus of this. It was really just about Kave and the other characters as well in the competition. And then Al-Haytham was there because with all the characters they brought in, did they bring in every single Sumeru character released up to this point? You can't not have him there. But this story wasn't about him, and I appreciate that. It takes, a good team of writers to know when a story is about a certain character and when it's not. That's one thing I really appreciate about Genshin, is that it's rarely about the Traveler. I like that a lot, because with the Traveler being the main character, we're involved, and we often play helpful roles, but if everything were about us, it would feel, I think, for me at least, it would feel stifling and contrived and not as fun. But I care so much more about this game because I care so much more about these other characters because they get to have their moments. Anyways, I really enjoyed that. Oh, that was delightful. As always, thank you to Potato Jar for posting this for us. That was beautiful. That was, I don't even know. I love how the storyline with the Eremites, you know, it had its time, but it didn't become a whole thing. It was really playing in service to our storyline with the competition and with Sachin. That was really, I think, in my opinion, that was just really well done. Anyways, that was delightful. I'm really curious what this was like as a playable event. I'm guessing that most of what you could do yourself was with the gala and those little challenges and those NPCs reminding you to go check them out. That was really funny. Yeah, I wonder what the rewards were for this. Did you get like... Because this is a pretty big event. You must have gotten, what, a limited weapon? Did you get a character? Maybe Layla or Farzan? I loved that. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much to everyone who recommended this. That will be all for today. What a delightful time. But since we are wrapping up, I want to say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. And I want to give a big thank you to our Patreon supporters. Babe Lakewood, Conasard, Mary, Power of Chaos, Edu, Gibrilia, and our anonymous patrons. And I will see everyone in the next one. Bye now!